very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Down the right sideline, touchdown!
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
You may not think it matters all that much where your lawyer's from, but after you're injured, having a lawyer who knows Central Illinois, who knows your doctors, and where you're being treated makes all the difference to big insurance. And it makes all the difference to getting the money you need and deserve. At Konoski Bresney, we pride ourselves on being from here and knowing what it takes to help someone from this community when they need it most. We know Central Illinois, and we are Konoski Bresney.
Welcome back to our pregame coverage on the Wiffles Hybrids pregame show. We're going to take a look at the keys of the game in just about 10 seconds after we pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Illinois football from Learfield. Time now for the keys of the game, presented by State Farm Insurance. The State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you create an affordable price just for you. Kerry Davis joins me. Offensively, Kerry, what are you looking for? What do you hope for today from the Orange and Blue?
Well, I expect the Illini to take advantage of that feast or famine defense. Manny Diaz has done a good job his entire career of being a defensive coordinator, being a defensive-minded head coach. He's going to try to get after the quarterback, try to create pressure, and try to throw the timing off of some of the passing routes. And you can catch him in some of those blitzes, and you'll be able to make big plays. So feast or famine defense, you got to protect the quarterback first and foremost, but then make big plays. Make one guy miss. It usually leads to a large gain on the offensive side. And, you know, Brett Bielema, he's going to run the ball. As long as he can run the ball, that'll open up the passing game. But Illinois with three pretty good, strong running backs, all a little bit different. Yeah, three good guys. They all do something different, and they are all used very well throughout this entire offense. I expect them to have a big day, especially with the weather the way it is. It's a little bit warm. You get a little bit gashed, start cramping up a little bit. Hopefully they have taken care of their hydration, but those things do happen. You got three guys that you trust in that backfield that you can hand the ball off to gain yards offensively. Defensively, led by Gabe Ackus, they'll try to get to the quarterback, Darian Menza, who had a big game last week. He's got a lot of talented receivers. The Illinois highly touted secondary could get a good test. Yeah, Darian Menza transferred from Tulane, had 389 yards last week. Not a big runner, but if you get after him a little bit, I'm sure you can. His biggest game last year was 41 yards against Army, so I expect the Illini to keep him in the pocket. He doesn't want to run, but I'm sure that he can if he needs to. Keep him in the pocket, do a great job downfield. They are an RPO team, which means he's trying to get the ball out very quickly. We play a lot of man, which should be beneficial for us, so I'm looking forward to that matchup, our DBs versus their receivers, and that keeping that quarterback in the pocket and getting after him. That's Kerry Davis, and those are the keys to the game, presented by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Kickoff, Illinois and Duke, coming up in about 6 minutes from Durham, North Carolina. This has been the Wiffles Hybrids pregame show from Learfield.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit choosecarlhealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CARLEhealth.org.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
Pressure coming, and he is sacked.
This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
When it comes to your home starting lineup, you want a superstar on your side. That's a John Deere from AHW. With our online building price tool, you can create the riding mower, compact utility tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. A machine that's in a field all by itself. Try out the building price tool online at ahwllc.com or stop by one of our 18 locations. AHW, proud sponsors of Fighting Illini Football.
I did my research about the nursing home I put my mom in, but I'm not sure she's getting the care she needs. What if I told you some nursing homes don't provide the right kind of care, and it can result in abuse and neglect for your loved ones? Really? How do I find out what's going on? You call Konoski-Bresny. We help families find out what went wrong when they suspect their loved ones are being neglected or abused in a nursing home. Konoski-Bresny, we get your worth.
Turn it up. It's game time. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Back to pass, rush coming. Royola's in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Down he goes.
Yes, sir.
Going for it on fourth down. Lob to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. It's a free ball. Nice. It's bouncing on the turf. And the Illini have it. What's the throw? Throw into the end zone. He caught it. Back in the end zone. Touchdown.
Fighting Illini Football is brought to you by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini, and by your local Ford dealers.
Let's go! Let's go! Do this, man!
Kickoff is just moments away. Now, here's the voice of the Fighting Illini, Brian Barnhart.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Durham, North Carolina, the home of Duke University. As the Illini return here for the first time since 1958. That was a generation or so ago, and the Illini making the return trip. The all-time series 1-1. Last meeting in 1965 in Champaign. To a rare matchup with a team from the ACC, this time on the road here in Durham, North Carolina. Great to have you with us. It's going to be hot today. It's over 90 degrees. We're playing on Bermuda grass. It's Bermuda temperatures out there too, Kerry Davis. And the Illini just made the long 100-yard trek from their locker room, the visiting locker room, and they're going to come out on the field here shortly. Duke making their way out as well as their captains get introduced. But we may have as many Illini fans here as Duke does.
Yeah, it is a good turnout by the Illini. It's a great game. I mean, it's as you said, an opportunity versus an out-of-conference opponent, ACC team. It's going to be a fun game for the Illini. It reminds a lot of people of us last year playing against Kansas. Kind of the similar mindset. Kansas came into Champaign ranked, and we took care of business. I'm sure Duke is hoping to do the same thing, but our Illini, I think, are ready to play and don't plan on letting that happen today.
Well, and you don't often get this in road stadiums, but the home crowd is behind the Illini bench over there, so they got some friendly folks on that side. side, unlike some places you go to like Iowa where they're right on top of you all the time. The Illini taking on Duke here today. The Illini 1-0, Duke 1-0. Duke won their game against Elon, although that game was tied at half. It was a 7-point game early in the fourth quarter, but Duke eventually pulled away. They're led by their outstanding quarterback, the transfer from Tulane, Darian Mensah, and he had 389 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Luke Altmaier got off to a good start last week with 3 touchdowns as well. 2 to Justin Bowick in the Illini 52-3 win over Western Illinois. Brian Barnhart with Kerry Davis. Michael Martin is down on the sideline on the grass. The captain's headed for midfield there on the Duke logo and should be able to pick up the coin toss here to start this one out on this Saturday, now afternoon Eastern time here in Durham, North Carolina. The Illini in the orange helmets, the Illinois, the old-fashioned Illinois spelled out with the underline underneath that, and Duke in the blue and white. Kind of looks like the Colts if you think of the Baltimore.
Captains come in and greet each other.
Colts.
Yeah, it does.
Here we go. Captains are shaking hands.
Illinois as visitors, you'll call the toss. Please repeat his call. This is the coin. This will be a head, and that's a tail. What's your call?
Tails.
He's called tails. We'll let it hit the ground. And it is a tail. Illinois won the toss. They've deferred their choice to the second half. Duke, you'll receive. Which goal you want to kick from?
We want to kick that way.
Put your backs to the goal. To start the game, Duke will receive at the north goal. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, and the Illini defer to the second half, much like they did last week against Western Illinois. They'll take the wind at their back here on the Bermuda grass. And Kerry Davis, you were down there. That grass, it's like playing at the Rose Bowl or something.
Oh yeah, I could have played with tennis shoes on. It feels good. You don't need a lot of it's not bad turfing. It's got good footing. So I think that you shouldn't see any slipping. You shouldn't see any issues in terms of people running routes and slipping and falling. Should be a good game for the Illini.
Michael Martin's on that turf. I know it's going to get hot down there. Hydration important today, right, Michael?
Absolutely important. And we didn't see too many hydration issues last week. There was about one. I can remember Brandon Henderson had some cramping issues, but I know that this training staff is on top of it. And one thing to note about playing on a natural surface, when you play on an unnatural surface like we do back at Memorial Stadium, it gets about 20 degrees hotter on the field because of the sun. You don't have that with a natural playing surface. So hydration, cramping could be an issue, but it's a lot better to manage on a natural surface like this.
The Illini are going to kick it off from our right to our left, south to north. Slight breeze, expected to be about 93 today in the middle of the day. They are expecting storms later this afternoon, and we kind of missed the cooler weather by 24 hours because it's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow, as it turns out.
Yeah, unfortunately. Like I said, like Michael said, it is a warm day, but hopefully they've taken care of their hydration all throughout the entire week. You don't want to wait until a day or a night before. You got to take care of it all week long. I'm sure that's something that the training staff has been preaching because you knew what the temperature is going to be. But this team has a lot of depth. So if someone does happen to go down and have to miss a few plays because of cramping, you do have enough depth where you feel comfortable with the guy that's coming in to replace him.
All right, a couple of men deep for the Duke Blue Devils. This stadium here, it's a horseshoe-shaped stadium. They've got a walk-in area called the Devil's Deck where people can just walk in and partake in whatever they want to partake, I guess. Drinks and food and everything else. Standing room down there. Duke crowd making its way in. Man, a lot of orange. This is as large an Illinois crowd on the road I can remember, short of a bowl game. And a couple of men deep, Samir Higgins and Nate Shepard drop back deep. David Alano scheduled to kick it off here for the Illini on the grass turf. Little Blue Devil logo there right at midfield. And Cameron Indoor just up the road a little bit here. We look over the beautiful campus here at Duke University. A lot like Northwestern in that it's not very big. And in fact, they played Northwestern. They had a 4 straight year series with the Wildcats. And playing a Big Ten school here in Illinois today. Great to have you with us wherever you might be listening. And just a really nice day on the hot side, but certainly very pleasant here in what they call the Triangle area. Raleigh and Durham and Chapel Hill not far away. Here comes the kickoff right to left. Alano to boot it deep. And that will sail out the back of the blue and white end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25 for the Blue Devils. Darian Mensah, the quarterback. Big week last week and a win over Elon. 389 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was with Tulane, transferred in, and was ranked the number 3 transfer at quarterback. Threw for over 2,700 yards in 13 starts with the Green Wave.
Yeah, he wants to get the ball out of his hands quickly. They run a lot of RPOs, which means it's run-pass option. He can get the ball out of his hands. One thing to pay attention to is the offensive lineman working downfield. There were a couple of plays last week where the linemen were downfield because of that RPO game that they run.
Duke starts left to right from their own 25. Jaquez Moore is the tailback, and a carry around the left side, 25-30, and a nice gain, close to a first down up there near the 35-yard line. And Jaquez Moore, the tailback, the tackle made by Caleb Patterson in the secondary. Hurry up mode here for Manny Diaz's crew as it is 2nd down and short. And now the Illini defense, as the flag drops around the carrier, the ball carrier. Now we get 3 flags down there at about the 32-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 36, 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
Boy, they spotted that pretty fast.
Yeah, it was pretty noticeable. He grabbed him and yanked him down by his face mask. Not intentional, but trying to make a play and accidentally got his hand clutched in the face mask.
Yep. Tomiwa Durajaye, the guilty party. That'll move Duke up 15 yards all the way up to midfield. And Duke in good field position here on the opening drive of the game. Left to right, no score, just underway. In the gun is the quarterback Mensah. And he's going to give it to his tailback. Cuts left, now right across midfield. Nice gain to the 47-yard line of Illinois. Daniel Brown on the stop for Illinois. The junior came to Illinois from Hutchinson Community College.
That's good patience by the running back, Jaquez Moore. The Illini have to keep pushing and keep getting penetration. Penetration ruins all run plays, all pass plays. That hurry-up offense, I'm sure they're trying to tire out this Illini defense in this first drive.
2nd and 5, Duke at the Illinois 47. Another handoff up the middle. Here comes Moore, carrying tacklers. Got a first down. Right at the marker at the Illinois 42. Needed 5. Caleb Patterson on the stop. James Thompson in there defensively, a defensive tackle for Illinois. Mentioned Tomiwa down there, Durajaye. Now Kurt Neal checks into the game. Of course, Dylan Rosiak and a linebacker spot. And it's right at the marker here at the 41-yard line. They give him the first down, and now we may have an injured Illini here shaken up. Patterson down to one knee. Caleb, the junior cornerback, 31 tackles a year ago, and down to one knee, and he gets up quickly. And again, we'll be watching the heat and the humidity today. 93 degrees, the expected high here as we go along this afternoon.
Brian, right now, the Duke Blue Devils have ran the ball effectively this first drive. Every single play has been a run thus far. This is an opportunity where they're on the plus side of the field. They may take an opportunity to try some RPO or a play action pass to take a shot on the Illini. You got to stay alert defensively. I'm sure they're a little bit frustrated because that drive got stalled a little bit because of the injury, but this is a time where you're on the plus territory. You want to take a shot. Stay aware on the back end and make sure you don't allow any deep passes behind you.
6-yard gain for Jaquez Moore. He had 44 rushing yards last week and a touchdown against Elon here in this same stadium, which is still filling up. A lot of orange across the way from us. 1st and 10, 13-12 to go first quarter for Duke. From the Illinois 41, back to pass is Mensah. Here he goes, throws left, got a man caught at about the Illinois 36-yard line, so he'll get 5 on that one on a quick hitter to the left to Jeremiah Hasley, the tight end. So nice gain. Hurry up mode again here for the Blue Devils. In the blue and white, single back set with a tailback. Moore has been busy early. And here is a keeper by Mensah. Runs it right, slides for a first down. And he can do that down to the 29-yard line of Illinois. So a gain of 6 more. And the quarterback Mensah with the carry and another first down for Duke as they run to the line of scrimmage at the Illinois 29. No score yet. Duke, though, on the march. And the give to the tailback, Anderson Castle. First time he's carried today, and he angles his way to the left hash mark, gets it down to about the 25-yard line, so a gain of 4. A lot of runs early, then a pass, now a run. A couple of guys to watch. Higgins had 5 catches last week, couple of touchdowns. Quayshawn Brown, 41 catches a year ago. Tailback to the left of the quarterback, Mensa. Here comes the rush. They chase him. He rolls to the right. Mensa looking downfield at about the 30. Pump fake and runs out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So he'll lose a yard. That time they contained it where it forced him to go out of bounds.
Yeah, again, create pressure. You had a couple of pressures up in the middle, which forced Mensa to roll out to his right. The Illini did a good job of staying attached on the back end, not allowing any receivers to get behind him, and he had nowhere to throw it. He was forced to run out of bounds.
Duke has taken the opening kickoff from their own 25 to the Illinois 26. Illini crowd trying to make some noise across the way. Gentle Hunt slow to get off, and now he rambles to the sideline across from us. 3rd and 7. Duke, no score yet. Back to pass. Here is Duke. Mensa looking on 3rd down. Nobody open. Has to be run out of bounds again. Nice job by Malachi Hood. Chase him out of bounds. And a little bit shy of the first down. Needed 7. He got it to the 23-yard line, so he got 3, which will force a field goal attempt.
Really good job by the Illini defense. You were giving up a lot in the run game, but once they started passing, you didn't give up much, and you were able to force a field goal attempt.
At about the 31-yard line of Illinois, so a 41-yard attempt for Polino. Todd Polino, the senior, who was 1 of 2 last week, and the kick against the wind, end over end, and the kick is good. And Duke grabs the lead. 3-0. 10:26 to go, first quarter on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, 0 sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, 0 sugar.
Primient is proud to celebrate agriculture today and every day, on the field and off. We were founded on the potential of agriculture more than 100 years ago, and our more than 1,500 employees embrace this heritage as we look to tomorrow. To learn more about how Primient teams are working to enrich lives through plant-based solutions across the food, feed, and industrial ingredients markets, visit the Primient website at primient.com and follow us on LinkedIn.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Today's game brought to you by the College of Aces, improving lives and sustaining the future. Duke goes on a nice march. They go 9 plays, 52 yards. The Illini cover them up in the secondary, force Darian Mensah out of bounds. a couple of times, and they hold him to a field goal of 41 yards. And so the Blue Devils take the lead here, 3-0 in the early going. Michael Martin with a quick injury update.
Defensive back Caleb Patterson looked like he went down with a bit of an eye issue. I saw him putting in a new contact. I hope he's back ready to go. He's back with the defense breaking down that last drive.
Polino to kick it off for the Duke Blue Devils. And I talk about the size of the orange crowd. There are like 10 sections across the way. The Illini sitting in about 8 of those sections. It's basically all orange over there. Duke students off to our left. Here comes the kick by Polino against the wind out the back of the end zone. Khalil Valentine will watch it bounce on the grass. And Illinois will start 1st and 10 at the 25. Barry Lunney, the offensive coordinator. Get this, Gary. Barry Lunney in his 4th year, the longest tenured offensive coordinator in the Big Ten.
Wow.
Think about that.
There's a lot of change in college football, both at the coaches and the players level.
Josh Kreutz to snap it to him. Josh Geske down there. J.C. Davis. Brandon Henderson. Melvin Priestley. The tailback to start is Aiden Lawfrey. Big game last week, over 100 yards. 3-0 Duke. Illinois from their own 25. First down carry. Aiden Lawfrey picking his way through. Spins away from a tackle. Nice gain up to the 30-yard line. A hard-fought 5 yards. Kendall Johnson, the Will linebacker, got him. Wesley Williams solid on that defensive side of defensive end. Aaron Hall, a good nose tackle. Trey Freeman, a linebacker. They like him for Duke. 2nd and 5, Illinois at their own 30. Down 3-0. In the early going, 2 receivers either side. Altmaier, 3 touchdowns last week. Back to pass over the middle, and it's caught. 40, 45, 50. Hank Beatty with a catch at midfield, and the Illini have a first down on a bullet pass to number 80. Hank Beatty and a first down, Illinois, brought to you by Ameren. That's energy at work. Hurry up mode for Barry Lunney's team. Here is the give to Lawfrey, running right, knocked off his feet, stays there long enough, and then stumbles ahead for a loss. Back across midfield, Kendall Johnson able to blow that play up, and the Illini are going to lose 3 yards. Back inside their own territory.
Yeah, Brian, this Duke team has good players at all 3 levels, defensive line, linebacker, and secondary. Really good players. I'm sure the Illini are going to try to attack some of those players and make sure that they can get some big plays in this offense.
Ball on their own 48, trailing 3-0, 9:08 to go first quarter. Yeah, Duke led the ACC in sacks last year with 43. Tackles for loss, 116. Altmaier in the gun. Lawfrey to his left. Here is the delayed fake, and now a throw right, incomplete, trying to hit Colin Dixon at midfield and down around the 45-yard line of Duke, and that'll make it 3rd and 13 for the Illini against Duke. An early test, trailing 3-0, 8:54 to go first quarter. 2 receivers left. Beatty in the slot. Altmaier, 17 of 21 a week ago. Tailback to his right is Caden Fagan. Maybe changing the play here. 3rd and long from their own 48. Altmaier in the gun. Back to pass. Rush coming. Down he goes. Back near his own 40-yard line. Vincent Anthony with the sack.
Yeah, Brian, that's one of those players that I was talking about, the defensive line. Vincent Anthony, preseason all-ACC kid that is going to probably make some money at the next level next year, but getting after the quarterback, getting around J.C. Davis, just a rush move, speed move on around the outside, and J.C. was unable to get hands on him, and he was able to get the sack.
The Illini forced to punt. Keelan Crimmins, the former Purdue Boilermaker, to kick it away. Punted once last week. Quayshawn Brown, dangerous return man. Inside his own 20, snap it a little high, stepping to the right, Crimmins. Much better punt than last week. Fair catch called for. The ball bounces inside the 10, inside the 5, and it'll go to the end zone. The Illini trying to down. I think Lane Hansen was trying to get down there. But the Duke Blue Devils will have it on the punt to the end zone on the touchback.
Yeah, Brian, that first play on that last drive, if you lose 3 yards on the run on first down, it makes life a little bit more difficult. Now you're 2nd and 13. You throw an incomplete pass, 3rd and 13. There's really not a lot of plays in the playbook that allow you to pick up 13 yards for a first down.
Michael Martin.
Unfortunately, that Duke returner did a pretty good job of faking out the Illini. Usually on a pooch punt situation, you try to bypass the returner, so you're in place to play shortstop at the goal line, but didn't work out this time.
8:06 to go first quarter, 3-0 Duke. They get it back at their own 20-yard line. Mensah goes to work, moves his tailback Moore from right to left, and now hands it to him. Moore slicing through the line and shoved down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for the Duke Blue Devils. Won 9 games a year ago, did Duke. Of course, the Illini won 10. Only the third ever meeting between these two schools, Illinois and Duke. 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils. 7:40 to go here in the first quarter on a sunny, warm day. Mensah's in the gun. Quarterback back to pass, trying to flush him out of the pocket, throws over the middle, dumped down, caught, 25. I think he got more on the pass out of the backfield. Gets it across the 25 up close to the 28-yard line before Rosiak grabs him. He gets about 8 on that play. And Duke looking at 3rd down and about 3 yards here. They've spotted down just shy of the 28, about 2.5 yards for the first down. Mensah in the gun, tailback to his right. That's Moore again. 2 receivers, now man in motion from left to right. Mensah claps his hands. Here comes the rush. Pocket closes. He rolls right, looks to throw, and he has to dump it into the Duke sideline. And he was hit. Rosiak was over there to knock him out of bounds as he threw it, and that series goes 3 and out. The Illini get the football back.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting chess match between Duke's offense and our defense. They've been running the ball really well and running that up-tempo offense, generally trying to get you gassed a little bit, knowing that the weather, you may not be as acclimated as they are. Illini did a good job anytime they're passing of forcing Mensah out of the pocket and forcing him to throw the ball out of bounds or running out of bounds.
Kane Reynoldsson, who is from guess where? Australia, steps into it, boots it deep. Back is Beatty, running attempt at it. He backs away at the last second. It's downed by Duke inside the Illinois 30 at about the 26-yard line, maybe the 27. We'll go to break. 6:41 to go. First quarter, 3-0 Duke leading the Fighting Illini on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Illinois fans, it's time to elevate your game day with Oski Light Lager, an ILL IPA, crafted by Distill Brewery just for you, the loyal Illinois supporter. Crisp, refreshing, and brewed with the spirit of the Illini and the heart of our alma mater. It's the perfect way to hail to the orange and blue. Whether you're at the game, tailgating, or cheering from home, Distill is a proud partner of Illinois Athletics. Please enjoy responsibly. Distill Brewery, Normal, Illinois.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
ILL. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
This is the when art flourishes, everyone flourishes commitment. This is the let's revitalize our neighborhoods commitment. This is the roll up our sleeves and pitch in commitment. This is Busey, where our commitment to strengthen our communities is a top priority through energetic, engaged volunteers, through monetary support, community leadership, and advocacy. Because Busey Bank is more than a bank that does well, we're a bank that does good. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
Hart, Gary Davis, Michael Martin, Scott Beatty, Steve Kelly, Ed Bond, our entire crew. Michael Martin on the sideline on a warm day here in September. 6:41 to go in the first quarter. Duke went down the field on their opening drive, kicked a 40-yard field goal, and lead it 3-0. The Illini forced them 3 and out on this last sequence. Hey, at Primient, we're focused on building a better future through nature and science for our employees, our customers, and our communities. Learn more about our plant-based purpose. Visit Primient.com. The Illini in the orange helmets, white tops, orange pants, ready to go to work. They will start at their own 27, our right to our left, south to north as we look at it. Caden Fagan will be in the backfield now. A couple of tight ends to the left as the Illini go to work, trailing 3-0. Altmaier claps his hands, back to pass, pocket holds, throws left, looking for Dixon, and overshot him on the near sideline at the 50-yard line. Incomplete. Altmaier knocked off his feet a little bit as he threw it. And Kamari Robinson in the secondary out there for this Duke Blue Devil team. They had 13 picks as a unit last year, 14 fumble recoveries, which tells you a lot about Manny Diaz and his aggressive defense.
Yeah, they get after the quarterback. I said earlier, it's feast or famine. And if you can catch him in one of those blitzes, you can have a big play. The Illini didn't pick up that blitzing linebacker. You got a free shot on Luke Altmaier. Got to do a better job in pass protection to keep him clean.
Man in motion, Khalil Valentine. And here is a run to the right and ahead to the 29-yard line roughly, maybe a couple of yards on that one, as they gave it to Khalil Valentine on a quick jet sweep to the right, or a shovel pass in this case. 3rd and 8, just shy of the 29-yard line. 3rd and 8 for the Illini. Altmaier so far 1 of 3, 21 yards. Illini down 3-0 here, 6:06 to go, pretty quick first quarter. Fagan to his right. Altmaier back to pass. Looks to throw. Throws it right. Broken up. Tried to hit Dixon, and now we get a flag. Dropped on the field. Number 5, Kamari Robinson, the corner, doing a lot of barking out there, but the flag came late. Right about the 43-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense, number 16. Ball be placed in the spot of the foul. First down.
Brian, these first couple of drives for the Illini, the runs have been outside. I would like to see them get Caden Fagan. He's probably the biggest man out there. Get him going north and south, downhill in between the tackles.
Correction, the foul's on number 5.
See if they can pick up 4 or 5 yards and pick up the first down in the run game, running right at Duke.
Yeah, penalty on Kamari Robinson, the redshirt sophomore cornerback. 2 receivers left. Tight end to the right, single back set with Fagan as the Illini get a first down on a penalty from their own 43. Back to pass, Altmaier throws it to the left, and Elsie caught it, and then he dropped it, and Duke falls on it at midfield, and that's going to be a turnover. Well, Elsie had it. Deshaun Stone.
Rolling on the field was a catch.
I think fell on it.
Followed by a fumble, recovered by the defense. First down, Duke.
Right about midfield. Well, Elsie, I guess he had it and took about a half a step anyway.
I think the question is going to be is if he actually had control of the ball. It looked like it was bobbling. He was bobbling it a little bit.
Rolling on the field was a completed pass, followed by a fumble, recovered by the defense. It plays under further review. Timeout on the field.
They will review it. We'll take a break. 3-0 Duke, 5:52 to go. Let's hope the Illini have the ball when we come back after this on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Harvest is when farmers measure results and plan for next season. FieldAdvisor.org delivers agronomic research and trial data funded by the Illinois Soybean Checkoff. Information tailored to Illinois soybean fields, from soil health and fertility to disease management and weed control. Find practical agronomy you can put to work. Bring out your best. Visit FieldAdvisor.org and subscribe, and get insightful agronomic content just for Illinois soybean farmers.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Brian Barnhart with Kerry Davis, Michael Martin, and our crew here in Duke. Good news, the Illini get the football back. Our official review brought to you by AHW, always here when there's work to be done, from game time to field time, from game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech and precision-cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts. And talk about the rule there, Kerry. You got to have possession, take a step.
Yeah, possession, make a football move. It looked like Malik Elzy was fumbling it the entire time. He bobbled it a little bit once he caught it, and then the ball was knocked out. Duke recovered it, but it was definitely an incomplete pass. 2 opportunities on this drive, one with the pass interference, one with the fumble recovery that ends up coming back to you. The Illini have to take advantage of this. They got to pick up first down, get in plus territory, put some points on the board in this drive. It'll definitely help you throughout the rest of this game if you can end this drive with points.
Illini were forced to punt the last time they had the ball. They trailed 3-0, 5:52 to go here in the first quarter under the bright sunshine. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right, single back set Fagan. So the Illini keep it, just an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from their own 43. And here is the give to Fagan. Runs it right and up to the 46-yard line. He gets 3. Wesley Williams on the stop for the Duke Blue Devils. So the Illini will face 3rd and fairly long distance here. The first down marker at the 47-yard line of Duke. Altmaier so far 2 out of 5. Again, the Illini get it back as they initially rolled a fumble. Now they got to get a first down. Duke showing some blitz. 3 receivers to the left. Now they spread out further easily to this near sideline. Illini 3rd and 8 from their own 45. Altmaier looking. Nobody open. He runs and down he goes. Vincent Anthony got him at the Illinois 43-yard line. And the Illini will be forced to punt, so they can't take advantage of the review and the getting the ball back.
Yeah, I think that coverage kind of threw Luke Altmaier off. It looked like it was man coverage, but you only had 2 defensive backs over the 3 over here to the left, so you have to know that that's not going to be man. They dropped some rushers out. He was just thrown off a little bit by the look.
So the Illini forced to punt. Crimmins with a good punt last time. Here's the snap back, and now we get a whistle and a flag and a false start on the punt team.
False start. Offense number 16. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Tanner Heckel with the false start there on special teams. Back deep. Quayshawn Brown. Had a big week last week. 6 catches, 93 yards. Last year for Duke, 41 catches as a receiver. Crimmins inside his own 25. Steps to the right and booms it. And calling for a fair catch. And then dropping it is Brown. The Illini trying to jump on it. And I think they've got it. And they do. Inside the Duke 20-yard line. Brown just dropped it. And the Illini able to fall on it. And a big turnover on special teams.
Yeah, Brian, I'm trying to see where the sun is located. Earlier, it was, I guess, southeast of the stadium. Now it looks like it's a little bit more southwest of the stadium. I'm not sure where we are directionally, but I don't know if the sun was in his eyes right there, but it could have been, and he bobbled it, muffed the punt, and fortunate for the Illini, they were there to recover it.
And Tyler Strain comes up with the fumble recovery. They were right there, Heckle and Strain and Brown, as that ball bounced on the grass, and the Illini trailed 3-0, 4:05 to go first quarter, but a golden opportunity here. At the Duke 18, they're in the Carl red zone. Pistol look, Fagan behind Altmaier. And the snap back to Luke, hands to Caden, and nothing there. No gain at the 18. There's Vincent Anthony again. Michael Martin.
Yeah, quick note on that muffed punt. I'm looking up at the sky where he would have been looking. Sun's right in his eyes. Ball hit him square in the chest plate, bounced off. Tyler Strain, Johnny on the spot, getting that fumble return, that fumble recovery. Just overall great special teams makeup for that last drive. Let's score here.
3:34 to go here in the first quarter. 3-0 Duke. Illini trailing for the first time this year. Khalil Valentine is out there at tailback. Dixon goes in motion. They actually put it back in the 19, so it's 2nd and 11. And here is Altmaier, throws it to the right. Hank Beatty with a catch, turns upfield. 15, back to his left and down on the far right sideline over there. Trey Freeman, the linebacker, holding on to Hank Beatty for dear life. Got it down to the 14-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 6 yards for the Illini.
Yeah, Brian, I talked about how they're good, have good players at all 3 levels. We've seen Vincent Anthony already have a couple of big plays. Trey Freeman is one of the linebackers that I was talking about, and Jaden Francois, the other linebacker. Those 2 guys are really good at finding ball carriers and getting the guy on the ground.
Illini nothing of 2 on 3rd down. Back to pass, Altmaier in trouble, looking to run. Now he's going to throw to the end zone by the pylon, and it's caught, but I think it's out of bounds. Let's
touchdown.
See. Is it a touchdown or not?
They signaled touchdown on the field.
It was caught there in the far corner. Was that Elsie or was it Bowick?
Bowick.
All right, Justin
Going
Bowick with the catch.
It's completed catch.
Looked to me like he was out of bounds, but they rule a touchdown. And we'll take it if they're going to give it to us, but I want to see that again.
I don't think it was a touchdown. He caught it. I think he did catch it, but
I thought he was clearly out of bounds.
I'll accept it if it is. I'm not going to.
Going on the field was a completed pass for a touchdown.
Bowick right in the corner of the end zone there at the pylon and the goal line. He got shoved out of bounds over there by Kamari Robinson.
Now, I don't know how that works. His foot was in the end zone.
Yeah.
The ball never crossed the goal line. The ball was at about the 1 or 1.5 yard line when he caught it. But he did have 1 foot in the end zone. So, Brian, I don't know how they make up these rules.
Well, they're going to look at it. Again, a review's brought
After a replay review, it is a completed pass. The ball be placed at the 1 yard line. First and goal, Illinois.
Michael Martin.
It doesn't necessarily matter where his feet are. It matters if the ball breaks the plane of the goal line. It never did that. It went out of bounds at about the 1 after he caught it. So ball at the 1, opportunity to score here.
The Illini had 6 points for about 30 seconds there, but they take it off the board. But it is 1st and goal at the 1. Great catch by Bowick, who had the 2 touchdown catches last week. He couldn't quite get the ball across the plane. I'm just glad he caught it inbounds.
He did catch it inbounds. A good job by Luke Altmaier of stepping up in the pocket, recognizing the pressure and keeping his eyes downfield to making a good throw.
Got a heavy package of the Duke 1. 2:23 for the quarter. 3-0 Duke. Illini trying to punch it in. And here is the give to the big fella, Caden Fagan. Knocked off his feet, shy of the goal line. And Deshaun Stone, the Rover. Got some cool names for their defensive guys. Rover and Viper and Star. Defensive coaches like all that kind of thing. The Illini did not get it in. 2nd and goal at the Duke 1. Trying to take the lead for the first time of the game. Duke had a field goal earlier this quarter. The Illini number 11 in the country. Coming on the road, trying to win a power. 5 non-conference game on the road. I formation. Got a fullback in there. They get everybody set. Tanner Arkin lines up in front of Caden Fagan. They send a man in motion. Here is Allmeyer. Give to Fagan down near the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Illinois. And this time the Illini on the board. They lead at 6-3 on a 1-yard run. Put the fullback in there with Tanner Arkin on the tight end spot, led the way, and Fagan plows his way in.
Yeah, it looked like just an ISO play, downhill, back on backer. Good block by Tanner Arkin, and Caden Fagan finding his way into the end zone.
Touchdown, Illinois. They lead it 6-3 with 1:51 to go. Here in the first quarter, the extra point coming up at the north end of Wallace Wade Stadium here among all the trees on the beautiful Duke campus. And Alano to tack on the extra point. Snap back, fumbled a bit by Crimmins, and he gets it down, and Alano drills it through. And a good recovery there by the holder, Crimmins, with 1:51 to go here in the first quarter. Illinois football, they have the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, leading 7-3 late in the first quarter. Well, that was good. They got a little help there along the way. The pass that they ruled juggled and incomplete.
Yep.
A lot of times you want to haul that ball in and make the catch. Well, he didn't catch it, and it didn't make the step, talking about Elsie. And then Bowick had the great catch at the goal line. And the Illini punch it in with Caden Fagan, his second touchdown this year. He had 3 a year ago.
Yeah, they were aided by that pass interference call on the Duke Blue Devils defense, the fumble recovery that ended up being overturned, and then able to just continue to, and also a muff punt. We forgot about that as well. They got the muff punt also. So a lot of things took place in that drive that helped the Illini get points on the board. Hopefully they can get a stop here, and offensively the next drive can be much cleaner, pushing the ball down the field.
Alana will kick it off. Today's game brought to you by the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Illinois. Curiosity drives impact. Big questions spark bold discoveries. Here comes the kickoff by Alano. A couple of men deep for Duke, and they will wave it off and bounce into where it says Duke down there off to our left. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 25. Explore what's possible at go.illinois.edu/LAS. And hey, Fighting Illini fans, as you cheer on the orange and blue today, remember to enjoy the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work, especially on a 93-degree day. Darian Menza, the quarterback, 2 of 3 for 14 yards total yardage. Duke 45, Illinois 35 yards. Of course, the penalty was big. The fumbled punt helped out as well, as Kerry pointed out. Nate Shepard now checks in at tailback from their own 25. Rush coming from the corner. Mensa has to throw it right. He's got a man caught up at the 35-yard line. Cooper Barcate with a nice catch out of bounds. He had 5 catches last week. Caught it up around the 35. That should be good for a first down. The graduate transfer from Harvard. How about that? I transferred from Harvard to Duke.
Very intelligent person, I'm sure of that.
It would have to be, I would think. 1:30 left in the first quarter. 7-3. The Illini lead it. Shepard is the back. Play action. Mensa bouncing around back there, being chased. Dumps it down to the right to Shepard, the tailback. Nice catch on the near sideline, but I think he stepped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, so maybe the 37. Torrey Cox pushed him out of bounds. Down to 1:13 for the first quarter. Field goal early by Duke. Got him a 3-0 lead. Then the Illini take advantage and get points off of turnovers to grab the lead. The touchdown run by Caden Fagan.
Illinois doing a really good job defensively of changing up coverages. They only rushed 3 that last time, dropped 8. Going from man to zone is a little bit confusing for this quarterback.
2nd and 8. Mensa with a quick trigger to the right, caught near midfield. First down. Jaden Moore with a nice catch up near midfield, and a gain of 13 on the quick hitter right from Mensa. That time he had some time.
That he did, and he was able to find the receiver in the window.
Joe Barna out there defensively. Gentle Hunt in there defensively. He's all right. 1st and 10 for Duke. Near midfield. Big hole up the middle. Tailback Shepard running through and close to another first down. Malachi Hood on the stop. Right near the 40-yard line. May give him 9 to the 41. So it'll be 2nd and short hurry-up mode here for Duke. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Here is Mensah with a quick throw left. He's got another Duke first down. Nice catch down there. Patterson with a tackle down at the Illinois 32-yard line. Andrell
the end of the first quarter. Timeout on the field.
Andrell Anthony with a catch. The graduate transfer from Oklahoma and Michigan. Now in Duke. Timeout as we go to break. Second quarter is next. Illinois leads on the road 7-3 over the Blue Devils on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
Hey Illini fans, it's college football season and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
He's in! Touchdown! This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Back at Brooks Field, Wallace Wade Stadium, Durham, North Carolina. Hot day here. A lot of folks making their way into the concession stand and down to the Horseshoe Stadium here. Seats about 35,000. Back with Illini football, they have the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, leading 7-3 over the Duke Blue Devils. Want to give a special shout out. Joanne English, 93 years old. Big Illini fan, and we just want to wish her well. I know she listens and follows the team and has been for a long time. Joanne English with us here today, and we're glad to have her with us. And a lot of listeners around the country. Miami, they're ready to go on the couch in Hale Township in Illinois, listening in. Macomb, Illinois, listening on the Illini app on the mail route today. Appreciate that. Alton, Illinois, Downers Grove. Let's see who else. At LAX for the first half, flying to Chicago for the second. WINI in Murfreesboro with us today. Prague at Czechoslovakia joining us today. Slap Out, Alabama on the deck. Naples, Florida. Green Bay all with us today, listening in as you join us for Illinois football. The Illini ranked 11th in the country. Big contingent of orange. One of the biggest I've ever seen on the road. And the Illini have the lead here after one quarter, 7-3. How do you think they're doing it with Mensah here? The second and third drives.
I think they are trying to confuse him, keeping him off balance, rushing 3, dropping 8. I would like to see him add more pressure. I think they've kind of mastered the man-to-man coverage, which they do a lot in their defensive front. Do what they do, but we'll see what they try to do this series.
Right to left now. Start of the second quarter at the Illinois 31. Mensah with a rollout right, throws it right, incomplete. Trying to hit a receiver. Barcade down around the 5-yard line. Xavier Scott over there on the coverage in the secondary for the Illini. Just underway, second quarter. Illinois and Duke here. Mensah so far 6 of 8, 49 yards. Again, had the big week last week, 3 touchdowns, threw for 389, and the win over Elon not as easy as the score would indicate. They had to fight off the Phoenix. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Single back set, Nate Shepard. And the give is to Shepard, and he's dropped at the 30-yard line, but a flag is down in the secondary. Malachi Hood grabbed him quickly at the 30, but a flag dropped in the secondary.
Illegal substitution, 12 players on the field, defense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And Coach Bielema is hot about that because you're allowed.
He wasn't within the 3-second window. I had already turned.
You heard the referee.
Yeah.
You're allowed to substitute when the offense substitutes, but I guess according to the referee, he wasn't in the 3-second window when he turned his back, so you end up with 12 men on the field.
Duke has more first downs than Illinois, 6-3. The Illini have the lead, though, 7-3. Early in the second quarter here at Wallace Wade Stadium. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shepard the back, Mensah in the gun. And going to give it to Shepard, puts his head down and plows ahead inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Brian, one thing that Duke is doing by running the football early in the game, the way that they are, again, with the weather, the way that it is, the run game wears on you defensively. When you're unable to stop, when they're constantly getting 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, it starts to wear on you, and it becomes a chess match. It's now they're going to do that, and hopefully by the time you get to the fourth quarter, the Illini defense is a little bit more drained. It's kind of like a boxing and a chess match. You're trying to attack the team the best way possible, but running the ball at them, I'm sure, is something that they talked about with this weather, trying to attack the Illini defense.
Yeah, the Illini just subbed out about 4 or 5 guys on defense. Here is 3rd and 2, and this is Anderson Castle trying to get a first down from the 23, and he's down to the 20, and he's got it. 3rd and 2, he got 3. And Duke right on the edge there of the red zone here from right to left. Wind at their back as it's picked up a little bit. And Castle back in there at tailback. 1st and 10 at the Illinois 20. And the give is to Castle, runs it right. Not much there. He gets a yard down to the 19. Dylan Rosiak on the stop. Rosiak, 63 tackles a year ago in 9 games. Now some subs coming in for Duke. And the returning favor. Here's 3 new guys for Illinois out there. Pat Farrell is checked in among that group. Now somebody's down on one knee, being attended to. We'll pause 10 seconds to allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. All right, we need to go to break as well, correct? We'll do that. 7-3 Illinois, 13:06 to go here in the first half on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana. Savor restaurants that wow. Enjoy art that inspires. Breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall color. And discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Yingling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yingling is the taste of tradition. Yingling, Legends stand the test of time.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Well, if you just looked at stats, Duke has 96 yards, Illinois 35. They have 7 first downs, Illinois 3. But it just shows you the power of turnovers and the fumbled punt set up Illinois on the doorstep of the end zone. The Illini have the lead 7-3. Duke with a field goal in the first quarter. Illini took advantage of Duke now marching all the way down to the Illinois 19. 2nd and 9. Thompson was the injured Illini. I didn't see what happened to him. He was able to walk off there with some help. And Mensa goes to work. 2nd and 9 at the Illinois 19. Jaquez Moore is the tailback. Play on left sideline 10 and out of bounds. A host of tacklers, Matt Bailey and Miles Scott, others trying to catch up to him. He runs it down to the 10-yard line. Should be good for first and goal for the Blue Devils. They'll spot it at the 8.
Yeah, they had it fitted up really well. Matthew Bailey cannot get sucked in. He has to be one to make a tackle. He's the outside contained player. He's got that block and make sure that runner's not able to turn the corner and get around him.
Okay, interesting look here. A lot of guys lined up to the left. Tight end to the left. 2 receivers left. More to the right of the quarterback. First and goal at the Illinois 8 for Duke. Snap back to Mensa. Rolls to the right. A lot of the end zone. Got it in, but he dropped it. And a flag comes in. Tried to hit Landon King in the end zone. The Illinois defender wasn't anywhere near him. At least not at the end. Alec Bryant out there. Flags on the field. See what our referee has to say as he confers with his referees.
2 fouls on play. Illegal receiver downfield. Offense 53. That penalty is declined. Pass interference. Offense number 85. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Wow. That whole formation looked weird.
Well, the tight end line up in what we call a snipper position. He's ducked down behind the lineman because when he does cross over to that other side, it's tough for the defense on that side to see him, which is why he was wide open in the end zone. Unfortunately for us, he didn't make the catch. But I talked about it earlier. They run a lot of RPO. They have a lot of linemen downfield. I saw that on film when they played Elon last week. It's coffee time. So they got to say, I'm sure Elon staff, let the referees, their linemen are downfield 5-6 yards a lot in games.
Those penalties on the back of the Illinois 23 is Duke. 7-3. Sean Mason throws a left caught by Higgins. Higgins carrying second just like the play. Now about the 18-yard line. We'll say Steve went down at the 18. So we got 5 of it back. 11:50 to go in the half. 7-3 is the Illinois lead. Been out game. They only have -6 rushing yards. But the Illini lead over Duke. Mensa's in the gun. Tailback in there. We've seen Shepard. We've seen Moore. We've seen Kessel. They'll rotate him through. Shepard is out there. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Second goal back at the 18. Here comes Mensa. Winds up. Fires deep right to the end zone. Xavier Scott all over his man down there. Looked like Quayshawn Brown. The intended receiver wants a penalty, especially the Duke crowd in that corner, but may not have been catchable.
No, it wasn't. And one update for you injury-wise. Tim Sunson Jr. has checked back in. Not sure if it's an injury or equipment malfunction, but he's back ready to go.
Yeah, the Duke students are in that corner with the pen where Mensa was throwing that. A whole lot of folks in the horseshoe section down there. And the rest of that section across from us making some noise for the Illini defense because they're wearing orange. 11:17 to go in the half. 7-3 Illinois. Now it's 3rd and goal at the Illinois 18.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And Duke looks a little rattled here.
Well, this is one of the rule changes. You're supposed to hustle on and off the field if you're substituting defensively. The Illini are kind of taking advantage of it. They're subbing late as long as the referee is up there holding. And then the defensive tackles kind of look around. Are you subbing for me? Me? You want me? And then they slowly trot off of the field when they realize, oh, you are coming out here for me. My bad.
3rd and goal at the Illinois 23. Listen to the line crowd across the way. Shepard is the back. In the gun is Mensa. 3 receivers right. Rolling right, number 10. Throws to the sideline, down around the 5. It's incomplete. Trying to hit his man Barcade over there. Trying to keep his feet in bounds. He hauled it in. but couldn't get it done. And that'll force another Duke field goal. So a couple of times they've been on the march. They kind of backfired on themselves that time. Todd Polino will come on to kick a field goal. We'll say about a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The wind at his back. Hit one earlier. This to get Duke within one. Snap back, hold down, kick up, and the kick is good. And Polino, 1 of 2 last week, 2 of 2 today. And the Illini lead is 7-6 with 11:08 to go in the half on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The Illini play here.
And the Illini celebrate!
This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Health is a precious thing. And when it comes to deciding who to trust with yours, you can count on Carl. On your life's journey, count on care beyond our walls with mobile medicine, virtual health, and community partnerships delivering personalized care. When you're not sure what's next, count on clinical excellence today because we're researching and investing in the care of tomorrow. And when you need someone by your side, count on highly specialized care close to home. Carl Health will be the neighbor you can count on.
And we're back here in Durham. The Illini with the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage, leading by a point now, 7-6. Duke with a couple of field goals. That capped 13 plays, 52 yards. They had to settle for the field goal. Total yardage, Duke 112. Illinois has 35 total yards of offense, and yet they have the lead, 7-6 here in Champaign Southeast, basically. That crowd across the way, they were roaring on the defensive stand there for the Illini. Illini with a touchdown run by Caden Fagan. They were helped out on a fumbled punt. Quayshawn Brown set up Illinois in great shape. And then Bowick got him down to the 1 with a nice catch right at the pylon. Fagan punched it in. 2 Duke field goals. And the number 11 ranked Illini about to get the ball back here, leading 7-6. But not really settling in on offense yet. At a short field. Here comes the kickoff by Polino, and Valentine will watch it sail out the back of the end zone. 7-6 Illinois, 11:08 to go first half. Any trends you're seeing here so far?
Well, offensively, they're just not getting any push up front. They're unable to run the ball, which, again, impacts everything that you're trying to do offensively. I would like to see Luke Altmaier at some point keep it on that run, read, zone read option. That defensive end is crashing down and making that tackle on that running back. One way to combat that is by keeping it from the quarterback, rolling around on that outside and picking up a big gain. That'll slow them down. That'll slow those defensive ends down from tackling the running backs.
With a touchback, the Illini go left to right in the orange and white, leading 7-6 from their own 25. Play action to Laughley. Throw behind the intended receiver, Hudson Clement, at the 35-yard line. That one a little off target by Altmaier. Clement, the transfer from West Virginia, one catch a week ago in the win over Western.
And Luke,
2nd and 10.
Luke has been off a couple of throws today. A couple of them high over the receiver's head. That one behind the receiver. You just pitch and catch. If you pitch and catch, you have a big gain right there.
3 receivers right. Laughley to his right. 2nd and 10 from their own 25. 11:04 to go first half. In the gun, Altmaier gives it to Laughley, but a flag drops. And a false start on the Illini.
False start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And Brian, that's the look I'm talking about, that zone read. Vincent Anthony is starting to become a little bit more aggressive, crashing down on that running back.
Please reset the game clock to 11:04.
If Luke Altmaier decides to pull that ball, he's going to have a big gain around the edge because Vincent Anthony has made a couple of plays tackling that running back. He's starting to get a little bit greedy and chasing it down.
2nd and 15, back of their own 20 after the penalty on the Fighting Illini. Altmaier's in the gun, 2 receivers right, sends a man in motion. Snap back to Luke. Here comes the pressure, and he's sacked. Back inside the 15-yard line, a loss of 6. And another sack. This Duke defense, Manny Diaz, he's a defensive specialist. We saw him a couple of years ago when he was at Penn State. One of Luke Altmaier's worst games. He threw 4 interceptions in that game. 3rd and 21. Illinois back at their own 14. The Duke students trying to make some noise down below us. Fagan is the back. 2 receivers either side. Illini up 7-6, but they got a long way to go on 3rd down. Altmaier blitz coming, throws it left, caught. 20, 25, 30, left sideline 40. Hudson Clement near midfield before they catch him. And a big catch and run by the transfer from the Mountaineers. Caleb Weaver, the safety on the stop. Big gainer on 3rd and 21 from their own 14 all the way out to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that was a much-needed play on 3rd and long. Screen game, tunnel screen out to the receiver. Good job of the lineman blocking downfield, and a great run by Clement.
And Altmaier just got rid of that in time because they were bearing down on him. And again, this defense, as Kerry said, they'll give up some big plays if you can get it out there. 1st and 10. Ameren, Illinois sponsors our first downs. Here's the give. Valentine around the left end, 45-50. And he's out of bounds. Caleb Weaver with a shove. And another Ameren, Illinois first down across midfield to the 48-yard line of Duke.
And Brian, I would say one of the biggest things that is happening in this game is first down. Duke offensively on first down seem to be picking up big yardage and keeping yourself in second and manageable. That's the first big play that the Illini have had on first down, and that allows you to keep your game going in the way you need it to.
7-6 Illinois here in the 2nd quarter, 9:16 to go in the half. And now we get a whistle.
Previous plays under further review for potential targeting.
Ooh, wow. Gonna have to see that again.
Timeout on the field.
And we've got a break. We will take the break. 7-6 Illinois, 9:16 to go here in the first half on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credits plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? from a great seat. One that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
I'm attorney Howard Ankin, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Ankin Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Ankin Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Ankin Law. Call 312-6-million.
Ryan Barnhart, Gary Davis, Michael Martin, our entire crew with you from Duke, where the Illini have the lead here 7-6. Although Altmaier's been sacked 3 times, Duke has outgained Illinois 112-67. They were reviewing potential targeting on Chris Weaver, the free safety, or Caleb Weaver, excuse me. And Weaver, a transfer from Sam Houston State, first team All-Conference USA coming to Duke. But they say no targeting. Brought to you by AHW, always here when there's work to be done. Game time to field time, from game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech and precision cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts, and I didn't think that was targeting. He may have hurt himself more than...
Yeah, he wasn't trying to. He did lead with the crown of his helmet, but it wasn't intentional. He's just trying to push the running back out of bounds. Hopefully he takes better care of himself when he makes those tackles, but definitely not a targeting play.
Touchdown run, Caden Fagan today after a fumbled punt by Duke set Illinois up on the doorstep. Duke with a couple of field goals, couple of drives that have stalled out. And Aiden Lawfrey back in the backfield now. So Valentine, the nice run for 11 yards. The Illini in Duke territory at the 48, leading 7-6, 9:09 to go here in the first half. And here is the give to Lawfrey, and he's strung out and dropped. He's going to lose a few back to the Illinois 49-yard line. So a loss of 3. Nick Morris Jr. 4 tackles last week. Missed most of last year with an injury during the season opener. He was at Penn. His dad was. Played at Penn. Quakers had a 24-game winning streak when his dad was there. So he's a good player here for Duke.
And he's a really good player if he's unblocked, Brian. Mike linebacker should never be unblocked on a run play.
Makes you a little better, huh?
Yeah.
2nd and 13 from their own 49. 3 receivers right, couple of tight ends. Altmaier slings a dangerous pass, trying to hit a receiver at about the 40-yard line. Malik Elzy couldn't hold on. Altmaier down off the turf again, picks himself up. And he's taking some shots back there.
Yeah, he's had a lot of pressure. He's been on the ground a lot. One thing I don't like is your quarterback is on the ground. You should have all 5 linemen picking him up. You got to turn around and help him up off of the ground, but more importantly, keep him from being on the ground.
Altmaier, 5 of 10, 68 yards. Pass incomplete, makes it 3rd and 13, Illinois from their own 49. Midway through the second quarter, leading here at Wallace Wade Stadium, 7-6. 3 receivers right. Pressure coming on Altmaier. Pocket holds. Throws it right. Bowick with a catch. Near the Duke 40. Lunges ahead close to the first down marker. Needed the 38. He's down to the 39. Chandler Rivers, one of the top corners in the ACC, on the tackle. The Illini are going to be 4th and 1. They got 12 on that pass play. Illini going to go for it. Fagan in the backfield. 4th and 1 at the Duke 39. Illinois up 7-6 despite not doing much on offense. They're still in the negative territory in the rushing yards. Altmaier looks to the sideline. Beatty in the slot.
Charge timeout. Illinois, they're first.
And the Illini will take a timeout.
So on that last third down,
30-second timeout.
On that last 3rd down play, Luke Altmaier did a really good job of recognizing what Duke is doing is they're lining up, looking like they're bringing pressure. But if you look to the right where the 3 receivers are, there's only 2 defensive backs over there, which lets you know it cannot be man-to-man. More times than not, when you're bringing that much pressure, it has to be man-to-man because you don't have enough people to cover those 3 guys. So he noticed that they weren't covered over there. There was only 2 out there. At least sometimes those guys that look like blitzing are not. They're going to drop out. I can take my time and make sure and set my feet and make a good throw.
Hey, today's broadcast brought to you by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cashback all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. Visit IlliniCard.org. Here in Durham, North Carolina is where we are today, where they serve chicken and waffles, right?
Waffles were really good.
Waffles were good.
Chicken was good too.
I didn't see any grits in there though.
No grits.
No grits.
Right.
Chicken and waffles. 4th and 1 from the Duke 39-yard line. Illini takes out, leading 7-6. 7:45 to go, second quarter. Everybody in tight. Jordan Anderson is checked in an offset fullback spot. Fagan. 2 big guys there behind Omar. Bowie in motion. And the give is to Jordan Anderson, who powers ahead. And he's pretty darn close to that first down. Let's see where they spot it. At about the 38-yard line. They needed 1. And Anderson, who's going to be an interesting case this year, as the Illini do get the hammer in Illinois first down. This energy and work. Moving from running back area to kind of fullback tight end. And he powered his way through.
Yep, good. Inside run. Yeah, Duke got a lot of people that are not sure if it's because they was at 6-3-6 4 to fall forward, 1 yard.
Oh, he did 1. They got it first and 10 Illinois. 38, leading 7-6. Here's Bay, goes in motion. Offrey, left the Altmaier, fakes Altmaier. Here is Altmaier, throws down to the right, caught. 10-5, Colin Dixon. The catch and run, and it's first and goal Illinois inside the red zone. As the Illini get first down all the way down the Duke 5-yard line.
I think you're seeing the Illini offense start to get comfortable, understanding what coverages they're facing. They knew they sent the receiver in motion. The safeties rotated, which means it's man-to-man. You stand up, find receivers on the cross route, and pick them up for a big game.
It's a 33-yard catch. We expect big things from him this year. Anderson at fake in the backfield. The Illini first and goal at the 5 of Duke, leading 7-6. 6:18 to go in the half. Altmaier back to pass. Chase rolls right, looks to the end zone and throws it away. Covered up down there. Now we get a flag thrown. He was trying to hit Christian Abney down there, 86. One of the new tight ends along with Stoffel and Arkin, of course, and Russ.
Holding. Offense number 58, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So they were at the 5. Now they'll be back at the 15. Priestley pleading his case with the referee, but
yeah, I've never seen that work, so you might as well get huddled up and get ready for the next play. Never seen the referee say, you know what, you make a good point. We're not going to call that flag.
I'll change my mind.
Yeah.
7-6 Illinois. Altmaier now 7 out of 12. Clement with a big catch on this drive. Bowick with a big catch. Anderson converts the 4th and 1. Now the penalty moves the Illini from the 5 back to the Duke 15. And here is Aiden Laughrey. Takes the handoff. Carrying tacklers, spinning his way down to the 9. He gets 6. Jaden Francois, the star, on the stop. 10 tackles last week against Elon. Former Utah State and UCF player.
And Josh Kreutz's helmet just came off.
Okay.
Which is...
So T.J. McMillan has to check in at the center spot. Illini 2nd and goal now at the Duke 9. Off to our right, down below us. Heading into that wind on a hot day. Feels like summer. 3 receivers left. Altmaier in the gun. Snap back to him. Fakes to his tailback. Throws it left to Dixon. Trying to turn up field and can't get very far. Down to the 8. Maybe a yard on it for Colin Dixon. Deshaun Stone, the rover, comes up, makes the stop. Now the Illini Illini face the third down, where today they are 2 out of 5. Converted a 4th down on this drive. 3 receivers right. Beatty Dixon out there. Bowick out there. Duke crowd trying to make some noise. 3rd and goal, Illinois at the Duke 8, leading 7-6. Tailback is Fagan. Altmaier, short drop, looks, end zone, got a man, caught in the corner of the end zone. And it is a touchdown, Illinois. Cole Rusk with his first Illini touchdown. How about that? And what a throw by Altmaier. Touchdown, Illinois, and the Illini lead it 13-6.
Great throw by Luke. I mean, he's doing a great job of recognizing what coverage they are in. I think early in the game he was struggling, figuring out what coverages he was presented with. Now he's understanding this is man-to-man. I have the corner route. I got a big guy versus a small guy. Throw it to him, let him in the end zone.
Cole Russell, 6'5", 250 pounds, catches it in the corner of the end zone on the backside. The extra point is up, and it is good by David Alano. And with 5:01 to go, the Illini go down the field. 8-yard touchdown pass. Cole Rusk, who started at Murray State. He got hurt last year in camp. We never saw him in a game. And he comes up with a big catch in the corner of the end zone. Francois was there to try to guard him, but caught it right in the corner, smashed the pylon down in front of a huge Illini cheering section across the way. And the Illini lead it 14-6. Close shave instant replay brought to you by Barbasol. Shaving cream. Why pay more for gels? Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave. Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Big play there, Luke Altmaier. And I think you're right, Gary. He's settling in. He looks more comfortable, kind of figuring out the coverage.
Yep.
And threw a beautiful pass to Rusk.
Yeah, I always say this game is played by big people and fast people. You want to be big or fast. If you're big and fast, you probably have a true advantage. Cole Rusk, 6'5", over Francois, who's only 5'10". That's a matchup you want to have. Back of the end zone, throw it up, high point. Go grab the rebound off the boards, big fella, and that's what he did.
So Fagan, a touchdown run of a yard. Pass play of 8 yards for the touchdown. Altmaier with his 4th touchdown of the year. Kickoff is going to drop into the end zone to the south here, and the Duke Blue Devils will take it. 1st and 10 at their own 25 with 5:01 to go here in the first half. If you want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, download the free Varsity Network app, available on Apple and Android. With new features this season, easier than ever to listen live. Keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Volleyball, big win last night at Notre Dame. Soccer still undefeated on the U of I campus. We've got a home match coming up against Valpo. Illini defense back on the field here. Now the Illini lead it 14-6, and the Illini finally ahead in the yardage for the game. Here is Mensah. Throws it right to, well, caught. Threw it too high for one guy. Caught on the back end. 40-30 of Illinois. Matt Bailey runs him down from behind. Chase Tyler. I don't know if that was intended for him or not. There were 2 guys out there. He was trying to hit Quayshawn Brown. He overshot him. And waiting on the backside was Tyler, and he says, thank you very much.
Yeah,
and he rambles down the right sideline.
I talked about first down plays. Duke has done a great job of picking up big yards on first down. It is killing this Illini defense.
Down in the red zone at the 13, the give to the tailback. And that is Peyton Jones. Kind of a change of pace back. Had 28 yards last week and a touchdown and carries it. So that was kind of a bizarre play where I don't know if it was intended for him or not, but he was in the right spot. Raced it up the right sideline. That was good for 62 yards to the Illinois 13. 4:20 to go first half. 14-6 Illinois in front. Jones back in there in the backfield. 3 receivers left for Mensah, the former Tulane Green Wave. Back to pass. Short drop. Throw right. Lob to the end zone. Incomplete. Bailey on the coverage. Hasley, the intended receiver. Number 85 for the Duke Blue Devils. Jeremiah Hasley, the junior. 6'3", 245. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the Illinois 13-yard line for Duke.
Yeah, Illinois in man coverage, one thing that Coach Parker talks to his DBs about is when they are in man coverage, even if it's a single high safety, you don't have any help. Assume that you are by yourself. So they cover like they are in zero all the time, even if they have safety help over the top.
Here's that Illini crowd. You may hear them. Across the way, Mensa. They're trying to help the defense on the road. 3rd and 10, Duke. Back to pass, Mensa. Pocket closes, he fumbles the ball. It's on the grass, somebody fall on it. Matt Bailey falls on it. And Gabe Ackus down there, among others, with the hit on the quarterback Mensa, and the trophy held up by Matt Bailey on the fumble recovery. And chest bumps all around on that Illini sideline, including in the stands, where the Illini have a big crowd and the Illini get another turnover.
So what we saw earlier in the game, Mensa was getting pressure up the middle and able to roll outside. Gabe Ackus did a great job of keeping his outside contained, which does not allow Mensa to roll outside. He has to step up in the pocket and tries to get back outside. Gabe is right there retracing, knocking the ball out. Matthew Bailey, recovery, fumble recovery, Illini ball. This Illini defense and offense is breaking down what has been done to them this first quarter and the first of this second quarter and figuring some things out and getting going.
Ackus with a forced fumble recovery, Matt Bailey. 14-6 Illinois, they get it back. 1st and 10, their own 18. Back to pass, Altmaier slings it over the middle, incomplete. Diving attempt. There at about the 30-yard line by Hank Beatty, the speedster from Rochester. 3:55 to go in the half. Altmaier now 9 of 14, 122 yards after a slow start. Illini still haven't run the ball well. They only have 3 rushing yards. They were in negative territory for a good chunk of this half. 3:50 to go in the half. Illinois looking to double dip here, up 14-6. Late in the half. Altmaier in the gun. Valentine to his left. Blitz coming. Look out. Throws it to Dixon, who can't hang on at the 35. Boy, that heat was coming. We get 2 flags down as Altmaier, who's been hit quite a bit today, went down. Double flags.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 0 with a low hit to the quarterback. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Then there's target, and then there's low hit. I guess Chandler Rivers, the corner.
That's a tough call on Chandler Rivers, All-American last year, preseason All-American this year. He kind of got clipped off at the end of that rush and hit the quarterback. We'll take it. But also, he's blitzing from the boundary as a receiver. You have to alert your cornerback. His eyes are looking in the backfield. You need to know that he's probably blitzing and let your quarterback know what's going on.
Penalty on Duke gives Illinois the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 33 on the late hit. Here is the handoff. Not much there for Khalil Valentine. Snowed under by the blue and white. At the 30-yard line, he'll lose 3. Tyshawn Reed, the defensive end, comes up big for this defense of Duke. 14-6 Illinois. The Illini have been outgained by Duke, 169-125, but 2 Duke turnovers, despite 3 sacks on Altmaier by the Duke defense. Illini have the lead. 3:18 to go in the half. Single back set. Valentine's played. Fagan's played. We've seen Laughley. Fagan is in there right now. 2 receivers either side. 2nd and 12. They spotted at the Illinois 31. Back to pass. Altmaier throws it left. Caught Beatty. He's got it. And across the 45. Up to the 46-yard line. A gain of 15. Kamari Robinson on the stop. Well, they're really hitting their rhythm here with those 2.
And this is a big drive for the Illini. If you go down and you're able to score, you put points on the board, and you get the ball back after halftime, which allows you, as you said, to double dip. Big drive for the Illini. Get it in plus territory, put more points on the board before this half ends.
Hammer in Illinois, the first down sponsor. The Illini get another one up at their own 46, left to right against the wind. And here is the give up the middle. Caden Fagan nearly slipped through an ankle tackle across midfield and down to the Duke 47-yard line from their own 46. Wesley Williams right there at the big Duke logo, not far from Cameron Indoor, just up the sidewalk here at Wallace Wade Stadium. 2:05 left to go in the half. The Illini trying to get one off here before the 2-minute timeout, but they're not going to do it.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So a gain of 7, and that is a 2-minute timeout here in Durham. Hey, with a strong foundation, commitment to quality, IBEW 601, Painters District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride, dedication, and quality craftsmanship. IBEW 601, Painters District 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council, together truly building the Fighting Illini. Rusk with his first Illini touchdown and reception. His last TD was in 2023 with Murray State. His 7th career touchdown as the Illini go up 14-6 here in Durham. Get some other scores in here for you. Iowa State leading Iowa. Kirk Ferentz trying to pass Woody Hayes, by the way. Iowa State leads it. The Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs. 13-3 Iowa State. Penn State leading Florida International 10-0. Indiana leads Kennesaw State 21-6. And I'm looking here, Minnesota, Northwestern State, is that right? 59-0. Wow. Grambling plays Ohio State later. There's a whole bunch of games today. Here it is Illinois 14, Duke 6. Duke led early. Had a field goal early, 3-0. Illinois led after one quarter, 7-3. And same score in the second quarter, so the numbers add up. 14-6 Illinois leading Duke here on the road during the 2-minute timeout. And the Illini with Altmaier, 10 of 16, 137 yards. Receiving, Beatty, 3 catches for 41. Dixon, 2 for 34. One of those a 33-yard catch. Bowick, 2 catches. Hudson Clement, 1 catch for 27. So we're getting a lot of guys involved here. Although Duke has thrown to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different receivers as Mensa so far in this game.
Yeah, and I said earlier, I think the Illini have figured some things out both offensively and defensively. The game is seeming to slow down a little bit for Luke Altmaier. He's not rushing. Even when they have all those men walked up, he's understanding that it could still be zone coverage and those guys are going to drop. Defensively, gave up the big play on first down that last drive, but was able to get the ball out, get the ball and recover it. So they are figuring some things out. Again, if you score on this drive, I think you put yourself in a really good position to finish this game because you will get the ball back to start the second half.
Steve Kelly coming up at halftime. Scores and highlights, recap, stats of this game and other games, of course, around. Illini Nation listening in. Avon, Indiana. Watching on TV, muted. Oskiwawa, they say. Seattle. New Windsor, Illinois. Fort Wayne hoping for a big win. Our buddy Kevin Mitchell will like that. Carlinville, Illinois with us today. Seattle. San Francisco with us today. Tampa. Have to go to an Illini game this year, maybe against Ohio State. Well, good luck, because tickets are hard to come by right now.
And hotel rooms.
And hotel rooms. WGFA and Moments, Hal, Michigan, listening in today. And listening from home while baking cookies. Go Illini. All kinds of folks out there as we hit the 2-minute mark. 14-6. The Illini lead on the road here in the heat and humidity of Durham. Seem to be holding up okay, though. Just haven't seen a lot of cramping yet. But it's not the fourth quarter either. We got the heavy package in there. Hey, look at this, the barge. Fagan, the lone back, 2nd and 3 from the Duke 47-yard line as Brent Bielema drags that one out again. The barge. Snap back to Altmaier. Is going to give it to Fagan, and not much there.
I love that.
A little bit there.
I love that formation. You are out leveraging the defense. You got to do a better job at that left tackle tight end spot so that you can get around the edge.
And all kinds of guys in there, Michael. I think his mic's breaking up a little bit. I saw Schuster out there and some others. They all go off. Regular formation here, 3rd and 3. No gain from the Duke 47. Illinois up 14-6. A minute and a half to go in the half. Altmaier in the gun, 10 of 16 with a touchdown today to Cole Rusk, and now Illinois may call another timeout.
Charge timeout, Illinois. They're second. This is a 30-second timeout.
So 30-second timeout. They'll gather everybody up. They want to do this right here. They at least want to get a field goal out of this. Hey, hustle is what it takes to dominate. Exactly what Build Ford tough trucks were made to do. Check out F-150 or Super Duty at your local Ford dealer today. Total yards on the ground. Illinois being outgained on the ground 53-8. But again, the turnovers. I mean, it's always that turnover stat that Fumbled punt.
Yep.
And a carry by Mensa where he was stripped by Akis. Duke was marching again.
You win the turnover battle, you put yourself in a position to win the game. The Illini have done that thus far, taking care of the ball, gotten a couple of turnovers. Again, finish this drive with points, and you'll feel much better going into halftime.
Illini trailed early 3-0. They've led ever since. The Pagan touchdown put them ahead. They face 3rd and 3. On 3rd down today, the Illini 3 out of 6. First road game of the year. Second game of the year overall after the win last week. Fagan in the backfield. Couple of tight ends to the right from the 47 of Duke. Back to pass Altmaier. Look out, and down he goes. They've sacked him again. Kendall Johnson got him that time. They brought the house.
Yeah, they did, and it's harder to decipher whether they're in man or zone because you got a bunch splits by your receivers. It's harder to tell.
Duke. They're first. It's a 30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 1 minute 17 seconds. 117. Thank you.
It's harder to decipher for the quarterback who's blitzing, who's not, and who's in coverage because all of those guys are so tight in their formation. It makes life a little bit more difficult for them.
Of course, Manny Diaz, offensive coordinator, was at Penn State, former coach at Miami, had been the DC there before. We saw him before over a decade ago, 2014, the Heart of Dallas Bowl. He was the DC for Louisiana Tech in that game. By the way, Viangelo Bentley on the sidelines for the Duke Blue Devils, former Illini, coaching the corners down there. And good to have Viangelo there. 1:17 to go in the half. The Illini forced a punt. No double dip so far. Quayshawn Brown is deep, back at his own 15. Snap back. Crimmins will get it away. And running up on it is Brown, and this one he caught it. At the 22-yard line. Michael Martin.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. Viangelo Bentley was a teammate of mine, a great teammate. Really glad to see him succeed at a higher level in coaching. But obviously, I don't want him to do well today.
Yes.
So that's just how it goes. I also saw former Illini and Viangelo Bentley's high school teammate, Justin Hardy, in the stands, coming to see his old team and his old teammate.
Mensa, the quarterback. Thank you, Michael. 8 of 13, 116 yards for Duke. They get it on the punt at their own 23-yard line. Mensa's in the gun. Castle is his back. Back to pass. Pocket closes, and he'll have to throw it away. And this time the Illini bring the heat into the kitchen. Mensa didn't have time to really get set up.
Yeah, again, they're doing a great job of creating pressure up the middle, but now they're also getting pressure on the edges. It makes life difficult as a quarterback when you can't step up or you can't escape on the outside. Just end up having to throw it away.
Illini with 1 sack today of Mensa. They also stripped him and sacked him. Recovered a fumble last time. 2nd and 10. Mensa all kinds of time here. Throws it over the middle. Caught. And across the 30 and up to the 35-yard line is the tailback Anderson Castle. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. So a gain of 13. 36-yard punt set him up. Now they've got a first down. The Blue Devils, 2 receivers either side. Less than a minute to go in the half. Mensa, lob, deep right sideline, incomplete. Xavier Scott on the coverage. Number 7, Quayshawn Brown, a familiar target for this Duke team, unable to get it. Stops the clock. 47 seconds to go in the half with Illinois up 14-6. And Duke 2nd and 10. Rotating a lot of guys through there. Akis now checks out. Joe Barna checks in. 14-6 Illinois. 2nd and 10 Duke at their own 36. Snap back. Pocket holds. Mensa uncorks it. Going deep right. Overshot his receiver. That was intended for Barcade. And Caleb Patterson one-on-one with him down that right sideline. Incomplete. 42 seconds to go. Well, by throwing here, they've stopped the clock a couple of times.
Yeah, get one more stop.
Now the Illini crowd trying to make some noise again. Trying to hold him on 3rd and 10. The Illini defense has helped along the way with some turnovers. 3rd and 10 from their own 36. Mensa in the gun. Throws left. Caught. 35-40. Running left 45. Jaden Moore. And out of bounds. And I think he's got a first down. He does. He'll move the chains. Go down to Michael Martin.
Yeah, I just wanted to share a thought whether or not we'd call a timeout. There's an Illini down. I think it's Caleb Patterson. I don't have great eyes on it right now.
But Leon Lowry, I think, is who it is.
Leon Lowry is getting attention right now.
Yep, former Wisconsin Badger. We got 3 of them on that defensive side. Neal and Anderson and Lowry. 35 seconds, and unfortunately, Duke able to get the first down and convert it. Stops the clock. 14-6 is the Illinois lead. Duke's nearly got 200 yards of offense here in this first half, but the turnovers again have hurt them. Illini with a short field to get Fagan in, and then the Illini able to get a touchdown pass from Altmaier to Cole Rusk. Brett Bielema makes his way all across the field to the near sideline. And then the Illini will make a long walk, 100 yards through the practice field area, which they're pretty protective of that turf too. They had about a bunch of security guys all around that practice field. They don't want anybody walking on that either. So
I'm pretty sure that was done intentionally. When they built this stadium, I wonder if they knew that they needed a home and a visiting locker room.
Because the home team doesn't have to go as far.
Devil's in the details, I guess.
That's right. No pun intended.
No pun intended.
That's right. 14-6 Illinois. 35 seconds to go in the half. And let's see here. Whiffles, each year when it comes to choosing your seed corn brand, you have fewer and fewer choices. Whiffles hybrids determined to keep giving growers an independent choice. A choice that stands for something that means something on your farm. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. Good to have you with us wherever you might be listening. Getting a little overcast. They are calling for storms later. Hopefully we'll get this game in before that happens. First down Duke. First downs, they have 11. The Illini have 9. They have it at their own 48 after the nice catch and run by Moore. Pressure coming on Mensah. Unloads it left. Turn around. The receiver's got it. Andrell Anthony with a nice catch and a first down deep in Illinois territory. Inside the 15-yard line or close to it. At about the 17 of Illinois. A nice pass play. The receiver had to turn around Anthony, and he caught it. And the Blue Devils now with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here could tie it. Clock is down to 30 seconds for the half. 14-6 Illinois, number 11 in the country. Castle the back. 2 receivers either side. And the nice pass play down the left side. Here is Mensah. Throws over the middle. Caught. There's Anthony again. And he's tripped up. Nice tackle, or he would have gone for maybe 6. He gets it down close to the 15-yard line. Duke may burn a timeout here.
Charge timeout, Duke. Their second, a 30-second timeout.
That is their second. He got to the 15-yard line. Nice open field tackle, Torrey Cox.
Really good tackle. Like you said, if he doesn't make that open field tackle, we may have another touchdown on the board by the Duke Blue Devils.
Because Anthony, who's a graduate, again, a transfer, has played at Oklahoma and Michigan. Just kind of a dump down over the top of the defensive line. He was streaking across, turned up field, and again, Torrey Cox, the senior, former Ohio Bobcat, with a trip to knock him off his feet. Duke faces 2nd and 8 at the Illinois 15. 23 seconds to go here in the half against Steve Kelly coming up at halftime. Later today, Middle Tennessee is at Wisconsin. Michigan plays at Oklahoma. I mentioned those 2 schools. Akron at Nebraska, Georgia Southern at USC, Boston College at Michigan State, Southern Illinois at Purdue. Some of the games today will be home next week against Western Michigan. 14-6 Illinois on the strength of a couple of turnovers. Duke, though, is in the red zone, 2nd and 8 at the Illinois 15 after the timeout. But the clock is winding down. Here is Mensah. Back to pass. Quick trigger to the right. Caught. Anthony again, I believe. Across the way, maybe not. It's Hagens, actually. And he makes the catch down inside the 10, I believe, or right at the 10. See where they spot it. 3rd and 4, they say, at the 11 of Illinois. Just a quick hitter to the right. Game clock a factor. 19 seconds for the half. 3rd and 4 at the Illinois 11. Castle the back. Snap back to Mensah. Rolling left. Lob to the end zone. It is caught but out of bounds. That was Anthony. I believe he's out of bounds, right? Is there a flag down?
Yeah. Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Oh.
Defense number 4. half the distance to the goal, first down.
I was looking in the end zone. Maybe something was called there, but the flag was dropped on the late hit on the quarterback by Daniel Brown. What do you think there? He just kind of pushed him.
Pushed him after the ball was released. Really unnecessary, especially knowing that you just got it to fourth down and they were going to have to kick a field goal.
So now they move it down to the Illinois 6, first and goal on the penalty. A lot of penalties today. 9 between the two teams. 14-6, Illinois, 14 seconds and a half. Mensa trying to get in the end zone. The penalty hurt there on the late hit. First and goal at the Illinois 6. Castle. Here's the tailback. Pistol look. Snap back. Mensa's going to roll right. Looking. Lobbing. And he's caught in the back of the end zone. But is he out of the It's a touchdown. Oh, wow. Anthony with the catch. I have to see that with 8 seconds to go in the half. He rolled it down. And a late call by the officials on the back end. And I don't know if
They were in the field with a completed pass or a touchdown. Points over for the review.
He may have got that right to him.
We'll see. Official review brought to you by AHW. Always here when it's working on. From game time to field time. From game winning calls to yield boosting tech. Precision cutting machines. AHW brings accuracy where it counts. Michael, what do you see?
Well, it looks like he was collecting the ball with his left hand, but he had a firm grip on it with his right hand. I'm not sure if it's going to be good enough for possession inbounds. I guess this replay is going to tell us, but he needs a 50-50.
But it's a touchdown. 14-12. Illinois with 8 seconds to go in the half. Again, Anthony, the leaping catch. Mensa rolled right and threw it. Lyle Scott was on the coverage. He caught it at the high point. Did he have 50 toe down? That's the question. Right into the goal post. The review is underway. We'll see. 8 seconds to go in the half. 14-6. After Illinois got down 3-0. And they're still looking at it. Now he steps away.
After review, rolling on the field, it's upheld. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Duke. And Anthony with a touchdown. 2 years at Oklahoma. Started his career at Michigan. He's out of East Lansing. And they're going to go for one here. They're going to kick the extra point. 14-12 as the touchdown holds. 5 yards. Mensa to Anthony. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8 seconds to go in the half, big drive. The late penalty on Daniel Brown hurt. Gave Duke new life when they were going to have to be forced to kick another field goal, and they get their first touchdown of the game. 14-13, the Illini lead it, though.
Yeah, I'm sure both coaching staffs are not pleased with the penalties, the mistakes that have taken place, the turnovers by Duke, the roughing the passer penalty right there by the Illini, Daniel Brown. Those are the things that you coach and you do not want to have happen because it can ruin games for you. You get to go in the halftime, readjust, get some rest, get some fluids, and come back out in the second half, and hopefully you dominate the second half.
And the long walk to get there. We'll hear from Brett Bielema coming up here in a moment, but the Illini with 133 total yards to 240 for Duke, but the Illini have the lead. 2 Duke turnovers have been huge. Duke has 13 first downs. Penalties, though, 6 on Illinois, 4 on Duke, and Duke has sacked Altmaier 4 times. And they have 8 tackles for loss in the first half. That's good for a game.
Yeah.
The Illini lead it, though, by 1 through all of that. Polino with a kickoff, and Valentine will just let it fly over his head. I'm beginning to wonder why we kick off anymore at all. I'm not sure. It's a nice drill, I guess, but because not many returns anymore. And maybe they'll go to the NFL style there, the way they do it. I don't know. I know they're concerned about safety, but
yeah, you're going to have to change the kickoff rule if that's the case, if you want to have returns in the game.
Yeah. The Illini may just take a knee here. They're huddled up pretty tight with only 8 seconds to go in the half, leading by a point on the road in the heat. And Altmaier is under center, under Kreutz, and he will take a snap, and that will do it for the half. Well, a sun-baked afternoon here, and the Illini will head up the field leading by a point, despite getting roughed up a little bit by the Duke defense. 14-13, Illinois with a lead here at the half with the Farm Bureau advantage. We'll talk to Brett Bielema here in just a moment. He's doing some TV. Luke Altmaier in the first half, 10 of 16, a touchdown pass to Cole Rusk. Fagan a touchdown as well. The Illini defense forcing a couple of turnovers. Set him up, and Fagan also with a rushing touchdown today. The Illini lead it by 1, 14-13. Steve Kelly coming up in just a moment here with our halftime show. And now I think we've got Michael with Coach.
Coach, your team had a few mistakes in the first half, but you still have the lead going into half. What do you need in the second half to win?
Well, we got to get rhythm on offense. Obviously, got to be able to run the ball, protect our quarterback. Got to get our quarterback on time and on rhythm, and be able to execute our plan.
Let's go.
All right, very good. Brett Bielema. Again, that's about a 100-yard walk they're going to make past the trees in the practice field. I've never seen this at this level, all the way down to the clubhouse there at the other end. So anyway, Steve Kelly coming up at half, despite some mistakes, penalties. Illinois defense with a couple of turnovers. Altmaier's been sacked 4 times. The Illini only have, well, they have -4 rushing yards, but they lead 14-13 here in Durham. Halftime show next on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for seed that performs? FS Envision seed corn and FS High Soy soybeans deliver top-tier performance, field-tested reliability, and trusted local FS expertise. Your local FS crop specialist is here from planting to harvest, helping you get the most out of every acre, every season. Seed that performs, support that delivers. Ask your local FS crop specialist about FS Envision and FS High Soy, or visit fsc.com to learn more.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
I'm attorney Howard Aiken, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Aiken Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Aiken Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Aiken Law. Call 312-6-million.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Here we go! This is the Yingling Halftime Show. Brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield. Fighting Illini Football is also brought to you by your local Ford dealers. And by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini. Welcome to the Yingling Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to our halftime coverage. We are at the break with Illinois hanging on to a 14-13 lead over Duke in a first road game of the season at Durham, North Carolina. We'll tell you how things went in the first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You are listening to Illinois football from Learfield. (14-13), Illinois has the lead over the Duke Blue Devils at halftime. Duke scored first on a field goal, 40-yard field goal. They had two 40-yard field goals in the first half and then scored a touchdown in the final seconds of the first half to make it a 14-13 game. Illinois has a touchdown from Caden Fagan on a 1-yard run that made it a 7-3 ball game. It went to 7-6 on the second Duke field goal. And then Luke Altmaier hit tight end Cole Rusk for an 8-yard touchdown reception. That came with 5:01 to go before halftime. And then Duke went on a long drive, 9 plays, 77 yards in just over a minute as the first half clock wound down. And they got a 5-yard TD pass thrown by Darian Menza to Andreal Anthony. So that's our scoring in the first half as Illinois leads it by a score of 14-13. Halftime brought to you by Yuengling as they introduce Flight, the next generation of light beer. Clean, crisp, and just 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. Flight from Yuengling.
Hi, it's Scott Beatty with the Carl Sports Medicine Medical Minute. We're visiting with Dr. Glenn Yang, a Carl urologist, about the subject of prostate cancer. Dr. Yang, can you share some information with us about prostate cancer and its risk factors?
Prostate cancer is the most common cancer in men. Most are slow growing, but some can be aggressive. Risk factors include older age, obesity, family history, and African American race.
What are some of the complicating factors with prostate cancer?
Well, prostate cancer itself actually rarely causes symptoms, but the treatments of prostate cancer, which can include radiation and surgery, can lead to issues with both urinary symptoms and erectile function.
How can men reduce the risk of prostate cancer?
A healthy, well-balanced diet and regular exercise have been associated with better outcomes, but also screening for prostate cancer early is important. Typically, that's with a blood test and an exam, so it's really important to make sure that you talk to your doctor about it, especially between the ages of 55 and 70.
Find out more at carl.org. Carl, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
The Duke marching band on the field at Wallace Wade Stadium with the home team behind by 1 to Illinois. Illinois leads it by a score of 14-13. We've got first half highlights, stats, other scores still ahead. Stay with us on the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
Jobs in every field, great salaries, flexible hours, and top-tier benefits. All from a state job? Yes, really. Really great careers. Visit work.illinois.gov.
Trabajos en cada profesión, excelentes salarios, horarios flexibles y beneficios de primer nivel. Todo eso en un trabajo estatal. ¿De veras? De verdad. Encuentra carreras verdaderamente geniales. Visita work.illinois.gov.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see. Your friend's throwing you a surprise party.
Well, that's ruined.
I see. The end of your favorite show. Madison stays with Braden.
Can I get a refund?
I don't see that.
You wouldn't settle for just any psychic, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The home of the Block Eye. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
I'm attorney Howard Aiken, a proud University of Illinois graduate. My mom and dad, aunts and uncles, many cousins, all Illini. And now, my son started his freshman year. At Aiken Law, we obtain compensation and justice for our clients involved in auto truck rideshare accidents, work injuries, fall injuries, and medical mistakes. At Aiken Law, we're here to help. The movie Risky Business said it best. It looks like Aiken Law. Call 312-6-million.
The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at the University of Illinois is where curiosity drives impact. In LAS, bold thinking doesn't just inspire learning, it powers everything the college does, across disciplines and across communities. LAS turns big questions into breakthrough discoveries, driving change in science, society, and the ideas that shape our future. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Find out more at go.illinois.edu/LAS.
back at halftime. Illinois leading Duke 14-13 is the score here at halftime. We'll look at some of the stats a little bit later on, but the stats have heavily favored Duke. The Illini have put 2 touchdowns up compared to a touchdown and a couple of field goals for Duke. Here's some of the first half highlights for the Fighting Illini.
2nd and goal at the Duke 1, trying to take the lead for the first time in the game. Duke had a field goal earlier in this quarter. The Illini, number 11 in the country, coming on the road, trying to win a Power 5 non-conference game on the road. I formation. Got a fullback in there. They get everybody set. Tanner Arkin lines up in front of Caden Fagan. They send a man in motion. Here is Allmeyer. Give to Fagan down near the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Illinois.
That came after the Duke Blue Devils had taken a 3-0 lead. That made it 7-6. Duke added a second field goal to make it a 7-6 ball game before Luke Altmaier got the Illini in the end zone with his second touchdown of the day.
3 receivers right. Beatty Dixon out there. Bowick out there. Duke crowd trying to make some noise. 3rd and goal, Illinois at the Duke 8, leading 7-6. Tailback is Fagan. Altmaier, short drop, looks, end zone, got a man, caught in the corner of the end zone. And it is a touchdown, Illinois. Cole Rusk with his first Illini touchdown.
Illinois did manage to force a couple of fumbles, one on the punt return, one on a quarterback disruption when he fumbled the ball. But Duke came back and got a score late in the first half, and that's where we stand, 14-13 at halftime. The 11th ranked Fighting Illini leading the Duke Blue Devils in game number 2 of the season. We'll take a look at the first half stats when we come back on the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? From a great seat. One that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
Our halftime show brought to you by Yuengling, presenting Flight, the next generation of light beer. First half stats, total yardage, 240 for the Duke Blue Devils, 133 for the Illini. Passing yards, 187 to 137 in favor of Duke. Rushing yards, Illinois has -4 rushing yards in the first half. That's a result of 4 quarterback sacks for 29 yards that the Blue Devils have put on quarterback Luke Altmaier. So the stats being dominated by Duke, but Illinois has a 14-13 lead at halftime. Altmaier is 10 for 16, 137 yards, and that 1 touchdown pass. But no rushing attack to speak of, and Hank Beatty caught 3 passes in the first half for Illinois for 41 yards. But the 29 yards in sacks on Altmaier was a key. Illinois countered that by forcing a couple of fumbles. And Illinois leads at 14-3 here at the halftime. Let's take a look at some of the other scores in Big Ten games that are underway. Iowa State, number 16, leads Duke at halftime, rather leads Iowa halftime. Iowa State over Iowa at halftime, 13-10. Indiana, 29, Kennesaw State, 9. Late in the third quarter, Minnesota, this game's just totally out of hand. They need a running clock in this one. Minnesota leads Northwestern State 65-0. And it's only not even midway through the third quarter. Penn State, late in the third quarter, leads Florida International by a score of 13-0. So Florida International putting up a pretty good fight against the number 2 team in the country. Here it is Illinois 14 and Duke 13 at halftime. See what happens in the second half as the Illini try to win game number 2 and maybe move into the top 10. But there's a lot of work to get done to have that happen here in the second half. Brian, Carrie, and Michael will be back with you for the description of the second half. I'll be back with you on the post-game show as well here on the Fighting Illini Sports Network. This has been the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the number 1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
No car accident is ever the same. Distracted driver, drunk driver, sunny day, rainy day, on your way to work, headed home from work, the grocery store, a random drive, your first accident, or oh no, not again. Every journey after a serious accident is different, but the story's the same, especially when it's yours. You need help. You need Kanowski Bresny. If you've been seriously injured, call Kanowski Bresny for your free consultation.
Illini football lives here. The Illini win it! This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Back at Wallace Wade Stadium, Durham, North Carolina. Sun's out, although the clouds are trying to build a little bit. They are expecting some storms later, hopefully well after the game, but good to have you with us. Not a big crowd today. There are a lot of Illini fans across the way. They've got a lot of sections filled up over there behind the Illinois bench. Now, of course, Duke fans know how to be loud because they're Cameron Indoor. I mean, they're very loud over there for basketball. But the Illini have the lead here by a point, 14-13. By the way, Gabe Akis, 19 career sacks now. The strip sack, the fumble recovered, of course, by Illinois. But now number 5 on the all-time sack list. And number 1 is Simeon Rice, of course, with 44.5. But Akis is up to 19. Just shows you how dominant Simeon Rice was along the way. Yeah. But the Illini in front here by a point, and turnover is the key stat, right?
Yeah, turnovers have been the key for the Illini, creating those turnovers and then putting points on the board. One thing I need to see from this Illini team offensively, making sure you're keeping Luke Altmaier off of the ground, protecting him. I think Kreutz had a play where he allowed the rusher to get pressure on him. We've seen J.C. Davis allow pressure by Vincent Anthony, who's having a really good game, 2.5 sacks thus far. You got to keep your quarterback clean, and even when they're not sacking him, they're still getting pressure on him, which impacts him stepping into the throws and being able to be on time and on target with his throws. So a couple of things I want to see in the second half from this offensive line. Get movement up front so your running game can get going, and keep pressure off of your quarterback. Keep your quarterback clean so you can have a better outcome in the second half.
So those are the keys here as we look forward to the second half here at this 35,000-seat Horseshoe Stadium. By the way, they've got, I learned at halftime, they got 27 sports here at Duke. And of course, looking down the hallway, Steve Spurrier's pictures out there. Of course, he coached here before he went to Florida.
I saw that.
And Duke had a really good start to football when the ACC came about. They won 6 of the first 10 ACC championships. Then they went dry for a while. And then Spurrier got them back. Then they fell off the cliff again until David Cutcliffe came in, the former Ole Miss coach and Tennessee OC, and started slow but got them going. They lost to Florida State 2013 ACC title game. Mike Elko came in. Manny Diaz 9-4 last year. Remember, the Illini deferred on the coin toss, and they received the kickoff, and they'll let it bounce in the end zone off to our right. But 7 ACC championships for the Duke football team, but a couple of years they didn't win a game. A couple of 0-11 seasons. So 14-13, the Illini have the 1-point lead here as they will start the second half with the ball. Been outgained 240 to 133. That's why coaches always talk about that turnover margin. Illinois took advantage, as Kerry mentioned, of the 2 fumbles by Duke. Altmaier goes to work, 10 of 16 in the first half from his own 25. Laufrey with a start at tailback, gets the handoff, puts his head down, runs ahead, and 25 to the 28, he gets 3 yards. Again, the Illini start the second half -4 in that category. Nick Morris Jr. on the stop for the Duke Blue Devils, this very good defense that they have. Of course, they brought in the transfer quarterback to try to help with the offense. 2nd and 7, gain of 3, just underway third quarter. 14-13. Illinois. Harkin in motion. Here is a little pitch to the left. Laufrey trying to turn the corner. They string it out and they drop it. A loss. Nice tackle, Nick Morris Jr. again. Another tackle for a loss for this defense of the Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, they are trying to get to the edge, and Duke is doing a great job of stringing them out, playing downhill with their linebackers. You got to find a way to get pressure, get movement up inside and hopefully get some run game going inside in between the tackles.
Now we're going to run it at some point today, you would think. 3 receivers right, tight end to the left, Fag in the back. 3rd and 10 on their own 25 for Altmaier and company. Rolls right, pressure comes that way, lobs it right, caught by Beatty at the 30, but he's going to be shy of the first down by about 5 yards. So he got about a half of it. And the Illini will go 3 and out here to start the second half, leading by a point. 14-13. And again, this is what Manny Diaz's defense does. It's designed to put a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
And I have not been able to run it at all.
They have not, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come back to the screen game. We saw a big pickup on 3rd down in a tunnel screen game to the receiver. Sometimes when you're getting pressure like that, you alleviate that by throwing a screen to a running back or a receiver, and then now they have to start backing up defensively.
Quayshawn Brown deep to receive the punt. Keelan Crimmins, 6'3 senior, the Aussie, gets it away. Sidewinding kick. Brown over to catch it. Does inside his 20 and then lost his footing. Goes to the ground. Down he goes back at about the 16-yard line for Duke in the white helmets. And we got flags all over the field here. 4 of them to be exact. They make us kick it again.
Equipment violation. Receiving team had 2 players wearing number 8. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
Well, if you had equipment violation on the bingo card, you get that one today. And again, you can't have the 2 numbers the same. And I'm amazed they keep all that straight all the time, but they didn't there.
So is it an automatic? Is it a first down? Because it looked like the defense is coming back out and the Illini offense is back on the field.
They needed 5 yards.
They needed 5 yards and got a 5-yard penalty.
That's exactly right. That's right. Wow. For an equipment malfunction, if you will. Well, okay, we'll take it. 5 yards is what they needed. I was waiting to see if it was exactly 5 yards or 5.5, and it was 5. So the Illini offense back on the field. Thank you very much. Illini up 14-13. They get it back on the equipment violation of all things. Here is play action to Fagan. Altmaier throws, got Beatty at the 40 of Duke, sidesteps the man 35 and down inside the Blue Devil 30, and a first down Illinois. Caleb Weaver, the free safety, on the stop, and a big gainer to Hank Beatty.
Injury.
Beatty, by the way, with 3 catches for 41 yards in the first half. And we have an injured Duke Blue Devil
Timeout on the field.
I think we're going to get a timeout. Caleb Weaver, the one shaken up.
Brian, I love that concept. I love that concept offensively. When you start the receiver,
there is no TV timeout
on the left side, and you have 2 receivers on the right side. Both of those receivers on the right run deep, and then you run an over route with that receiver on the left. It generally pops wide open, especially when there is
let him know
when there is play action behind it.
All right, so we're keeping it here, correct? Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Very good. All right, it is 12:32 to go in the third quarter. Illinois up 14-13, and again, I think Weaver's the shaken up player there for Duke. They brought in some good players on defense. They've had some good ones that have been around a while. Aaron Hall, nose tackle. Chandler Rivers.
No, it's off. It's off.
Second team All-American in the preseason. Caleb Weaver transferred in from Sam Houston State. Josiah Green transferred from Dartmouth. They pulled some out of the Ivy League to come to Duke. And Chris Weaver is slow to get up, kind of walks to the near sideline. 12:32 to go, third quarter, 14-13. It's a little sloppy, but it is entertaining, I guess you could say. And everything imaginable in the penalty department, including the equipment violation, which allowed Illinois to keep the ball. The Illini still only have 132 yards of total offense. Leo Valentine, Jordan Anderson split either side of Altmaier now as the Illini have it after the big gainer by Beatty to the 29. Back to pass Altmaier, pump fake, throws left, looking for a man. It is incomplete. Tried to hit Hudson Clement at about the 15-yard line and broken up. That ball popped in the air briefly. Duke had a shot to get it on the deflection.
Yeah, fortunate for the Illini, the ball popped out of Clement's arms, out of his hands, and the Duke Blue Devil defender was unable to gather it. He kicked it away from himself.
Second and 10, Illinois at the 29-yard line. So the Illini with the lead here early in the third, trying to march down. They got the ball back on the penalty on the punt. 3 receivers stacked up to the right, including a couple of tight ends. Altmaier, second and 10 from the 29, zings it right side, caught by Clement, and he slides out of bounds, dragged out of bounds over there inside the 20 by Kamari Robinson. They'll put it down to the 17-yard line. And a gain of 12 and another Ameren, Illinois first down. That's energy at work. 11:56 to go in the third. The Illini marched from their own 25. Went 3 and out, we thought. Penalty allowed him to keep it, and then Beatty with a big catch and run. Pistol look, Fagan in the backfield from the 17 of Duke. In the Carl red zone, handoff to Fagan. Runs it right. And down to the 16-yard line, so he gets 1. And Reed on the stop, Tyshawn Reed. for the Duke Blue Devils. Some of the crowd still at the concession stand here as they make their way slowly back. 2nd and 9, Illinois. 16-yard line of Duke. Fagan in the backfield. Illinois up a point, trying to punch it in again. Here is Altmaier, pump fake right, throws over the middle to the right, incomplete, trying to hit Dixon at the goal line. Covered up by Deshaun Stone, the rover. And now it'll be 3rd and 9 as the Duke Blue Devil mascot.
Yeah, again, Illini, they're calling up and dialing up some really good plays. Luke Altmaier has just been off by a hair on a few of these throws. He puts that on the receiver right there. He walks in for a touchdown. You can't be too perfect. You got to be able to pitch and catch when you're getting time to throw the ball.
Illini on 3rd down today, 3 out of 7 in the red zone now. 3rd and 9 at the 16 of Duke. From right to left, 11 minutes to go in the 3rd. 3 receivers left. Altmaier throws left, caught. Beatty turns upfield at the 15, rambles down close to the 10, but he needed a few more. He needed down to the 6. And Nick Morris forced him out of bounds.
Duke's entire sideline going crazy. It felt like it was a hold out there by one of the receivers that was uncalled. Good job by the Illini. I mean, you have to understand that was 0 coverage. They're bringing the entire team, minus whoever's covering those receivers out there. I would be interested at some point if they get that look again, throwing a screen to a receiver, taking a chance with a running back one-on-one versus a linebacker.
Ball at the 8. They put in a heavy package. 1 receiver to the right. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. And the give is to Fagan. He powers his way down. He's got an Ameren, Illinois first down. Inside the 5 to the 4. The first down marker at the 7 officially. And the Illini got it down to the 8. And Fagan punches it through. As we hit 10 minutes to go in the 3rd, and the drive continues. This will be 11 plays coming up. And the Illini 1st and goal at the 4 of Duke. Trying to extend the 1-point lead. Schuster's in on that line. Extra tackler, another tight end, a couple of tight ends. Single back set, Fagan, single receiver to the right. And here is Altmaier. Short drop, slant pattern to the right. Caught Justin Bowick, and he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois. Bowick was lined up to the right. Just a quick slant right at the goal line, and boom, boom, and it's 2013 Illinois. Quick throw.
Great job of how they line. You look like it's going to be heavy run. You got a lot of people lined up to the left. Single receiver to the right. You know that it's one-on-one. It's your big body inside of that cornerback and use your body to protect yourself from getting hit. Catch the ball, fall in the end zone for 6.
The Illini lead at 20-13. Bowick his 3rd touchdown of the year. And Alano at the north end at the horseshoe there kicks it through into the net. And with 9:34 to go in the 3rd, they lead back to 8. Illinois 21, Duke 13 here in Durham. And we'll take a break. Back in a moment. 21-13 Illinois, 9.5 to go in the 3rd on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Jobs in every field, great salaries, flexible hours, and top-tier benefits. All from a state job? Yes, really. Really great careers. Visit work.illinois.gov.
Trabajos en cada profesión, excelentes salarios, horarios flexibles y beneficios de primer nivel. Todo eso en un trabajo estatal. ¿De veras? De verdad. Encuentra carreras verdaderamente geniales. Visita work.illinois.gov.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education. You learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Well, our Illinois Farm Bureau advantage. Illinois leading here in Durham against the Duke Blue Devils by 8, 21-13. The Illini cap a 11-play, 75-yard drive. Justin Bowick, his third touchdown of the year. Altmaier with a couple today that he's thrown. One to Cole Rusk and one now to Bowick. And thank you very much, equipment violation. That helped.
Manny Diaz is going to be livid when he watches this film. Too many missed opportunities for the Duke Blue Devils. Penalties, which, you know, that's not on the players because they're just running out to their spots. That's on the equipment staff. That's on the coaches to know we can't have two of the same numbers on the field at the same time. Unfortunately for them, fortunately for us, this is the second drive that they have extended with either a muffed punt or a penalty, which allowed us to score a touchdown.
And that's what you'll see while you'll see guys switch numbers.
Yep.
They're supposed to do that. Here comes the kickoff, Alano, and they'll watch it sail out the back of the end zone.
And that generally happens when there's an injury. Sometimes the replacement is the guy that's filling in for somebody that got injured, and it just happens so quickly. Someone's injured, you got to throw someone else in. You don't realize that they both have on the same jersey number, which all of the referees caught it. None of the Duke Blue Devil staff was able to catch it, though.
By the way, I'm told it's 97 degrees down there. 107 is what it feels like on the grass here in Durham. 21-13 is the Illini lead with 9:34 to go in the third quarter. Mensah goes to work, 14 of 22, 187 for one touchdown in the first half. Left to right, Moore is the back, rolling right. Mensah being chased, throws it right, incomplete. Trying to hit Quayshawn Brown on the near sideline about the 35. Boy, somebody was coming on the back end there in a hurry on Mensah, breathing down his neck. The Illini with a couple of turnovers they benefited from. Illinois with 6 penalties, Duke with 5. The Illini with number 90 down there, James Thompson, shaken up a little earlier. He's back. Tomiwa Durayaije out down there as well up front. Here's the snap back. Mensah, lob, caught. Tailback Moore, catch and run across the 30 up into there. At about the 32-yard line, he got 7. Tyler Strain able to knock him off his feet.
That was a good job by the quarterback, Darian Mensah, knowing that there was nothing open downfield. You dump it off to your running back at 3 to 4 yards and allow him to go pick up 3 or 4 more for you.
3rd and 3. The Illini crowd back in their seats, trying to make some noise here. 3rd and 3. Duke from their own 32, trailing 21-13 to the Illini. Here is Mensah. Rolling right, nobody open, dumps it down. Moore with a catch, 35, and I think he's got a first down. On the near sideline, Matt Bailey got him out of bounds. They let him free.
Yeah.
It was his only option, really.
Well, Matthew Bailey took his eyes off of the guy he was covering for a split second, looked back inside, and the receiver that caught the ball is actually Bailey's guy that he should have been attached to.
First down, Duke. They have 14 first downs. Illinois 13. They've outgained the Illini 252 to 202. Illini cap a long drive with a touchdown throw to Justin Bowick from Luke Altmaier. Nate Shepard checks in at tailback. 1st and 10, Duke. After the gain to the 37. Throw left, caught, look out. Man gets loose. That's Higgins. Left sideline 45 of Illinois. Then he fumbles the ball as he's tackled, and the Illini fall on it. Back at their own 39-yard line. Bailey with the pop. And let's see who came up with the football.
Going on the field was a completed pass, followed by a fumble and a recovery by Illinois. First down.
And it was a pop as he had a first down across midfield. Bailey hit him. That ball came out. And I think Caleb Patterson may have been the first one to fall on it. And Michael, real quick.
Yeah, that was just a tremendous job by Matt Bailey. He let a few more yards than he should have, but he punched out the ball to make up for it. Illinois ball. We're driving after the break.
All right, Illinois gets it back. Another turnover for Duke. Back in a moment. Illinois up 21-13 on the Busey Bank, Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the colleges paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Well, the Illini with the Farm Bureau advantage here at 21-13 with 8 minutes to go in the game. The lead is 8. When it comes to energy, action speaks louder than words. That's why Ameren, Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need. It's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy efficiency rebates and incentives at Ameren.com/rebates. 3 fumbles. That one by Hagens, who was a big part of their bowl game last year. The Gator Bowl had a 99-yard kickoff return for touchdown, but he fumbled there after he caught it and ran it. Patterson recovers it. Bailey the forced fumble. And the Illini with the lead here, 21-13 over Duke. They get it back at their own 39.
This may be a chance where you take a shot, because whenever you get a turnover, I think the defense understands that too. You usually want to take a shot at them and see if you can get a big play downfield.
Valentine in the backfield, 2 receivers left, 1 right. And the give, a keeper by Altmaier, runs it right and across the 40 to the 42, and you thought they might do a little bit of that.
Yeah, that was that look I talked about earlier. The defensive ends had been doing a really poor job of not keeping contained and going down and tackling those running backs. You wanted to run it at Vincent Anthony, though. He's the one that has been really eager to track down that running back. If you run it against him, he's probably going to be able, Luke Altmaier is probably going to be able to get around the edge.
Francois with a tackle. Gain of 3 at their own 42 after the Duke fumble. Play action. Throw over the middle is knocked down. Nice job by Luke Burgott, the middle linebacker. Knocks it down, incomplete. Altmaier trying to hit his receiver there over the middle and just had it broken up. And the Illini face a 3rd and 7 from their own 42. Leading here in Durham, 21-13 with 7:27 left in the game. 3rd and 7. The Illini 3 of 9 on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left. Fagan to the right of Altmaier. Throwing down. Here is Altmaier. Throws left. He's got a man. Caught Beatty. There's that man again at the 40-yard line to the near sideline on the left. And a first down, Illinois to the 39. And Hank Beatty over 100 yards receiving.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 97. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play, first down.
And tack on some more. Wesley Williams, the defensive end, guilty of a late hit. How many times has Altmaier been hit today?
He's been hit a lot. I mean, you have a tight end pass protecting against a defensive end. I'm never in favor of that, because the tackles are the ones in the NFL that get paid to block defensive ends. Tight ends are paid to run routes and block defensive ends in the run game. It's a little bit of a difficult task for him. Fortunately, Luke was able to get the ball out, and fortunately, we also were able to get a roughing the passer call at the end of it.
19-yard gain for Beatty, new career high in yards, and Altmaier now 16 of 25 for 221. 21-13 Illinois, first and 10 at the 25 after the penalty. And now Beatty is lined up in a wildcat. He takes off running, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! How do you like that? Beatty took it and just took off around the end to the right side and scores the touchdown.
So they shifted into a wildcat look, put Luke Altmaier in the slot. It looked like a reverse action. Whenever you have the quarterback in the slot and he's coming back, most teams assume he's going to get the toss back to him so he can throw the ball. Hank Beatty just kept it around the edge. It was simple outside zone run, and he took it in for a touchdown.
He returns passes, returns punts, he catches passes. He plays the wildcat. He got a great block by Fagan running down the right side and scores from 25 yards out. 27-13 Illinois. Extra point Alano is good. And after a kind of a sloppy first half, the Illini take advantage of a big pass play to Beatty of 19. Tack on 15 more with a late hit on Altmaier. And then the wildcat look, and Beatty runs it in from 25. Touchdown, Illinois. 6:54 to go here in the third quarter, and the Illini lead at 28-13 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
This is the take care of my family goal. This is the enjoy the life I've built goal. This is the set up a foundation goal. This is Busey, where your goals become lasting legacies through bespoke plans that maximize your wealth, through partnerships that give you peace of mind. Because building wealth, tending to it, and passing it down secures a brighter future. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education, you learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Fighting Illini football trying to get to 2-0 on this season, where they won their first 4 last year, finished with 4 straight wins at the end. They've won 5 in a row overall, going back to last year, and the Illini lead this one 28-13 now. Can we all say points after turnovers? That's what Illinois is doing today. That's a key stat. Fumble by the receiver for Duke set Illinois up. And then you had the late hit after Beatty caught a 19-yard pass for a first down on 3rd down. And then Beatty in the wildcat. Barry Lunny drags it out of the closet, throws him back there. His second ever rush, his first rushing touchdown. He ran for a few yards in a carry at Oregon last year. But, well, the Illini trying to get away from this Duke defense, and they put a wildcat in, and Beatty runs it down and scores from 25. And a little more breathing room here. 28-13 Illinois with 6:54 to go in the third quarter. That's the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage by 15. Here comes the kickoff. Olano drives it deep, and again it'll go to the 25 because it bounces out the back of the end zone. Brian Barnhart, Kerry Davis, Michael Martin, Scott Beatty, Ed Bond, Steve Kelly, Kerry Davis, of course. Darren Vaughn, our spotter today, helping us out here in Durham. But East Carolina, right? Play-by-play. Basketball. Appreciate him. Always good to have a play-by-play guy helping out. 28-13 Illinois. Total yardage, Illinois now 248. They're still outgained by the Blue Devils. 276 to 248. And the rushing yards with that 25-yard touchdown run by Beatty, they're up to 28 rushing yards for the day. They lead it 28-13. Duke first and 10, their own 25. Back to pass Menza. Pocket closes, dumps over the middle, caught. Tailback's got it. 35-40. That's more. And he's ahead to near midfield, and a big gainer all the way to the 48-yard line. 23-yard gain on a catch and run by Jaquez Moore.
Important right now to stay in your lanes, in your rush lanes, and get the ball carrier on the ground. Don't start trying to do more than your job requires.
Mensa hands it, tailback again. This time he tries to plow ahead, straight ahead. He gets to the line of scrimmage, basically. It'll be 2nd and 10 from that point. 6:19 to go in the third quarter here in Durham. A little overcast right now, cutting down on the glare. It's going to be like 70 here tomorrow, they said, but 97 right now. Maybe a little cooler in the shade. Not a whole lot of shade to go to here. It's Horseshoe Stadium. 2nd and 10 from their own 49. Left to right, the blue and white for Duke. Snap back. Mensa's going to keep it out. He's going to lob it. Got a man open right sideline. 25-20. Pushed out of bounds by Matt Bailey. It's Cooper Barcade, who had a huge game last week for Duke against Elon. And he got free behind the Illini secondary.
Yeah, that's one of those run-pass options. He pulls the ball. You think that he's going to run it, so as a DB, you become unattached from the receiver. And then he just pops it over your head for a big play.
1st and goal in the red zone, and carrying the ball is Shepard. They kind of shove him ahead from the 10 all the way down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 6. 2nd and goal at that point. Duke in hurry-up mode. 5:20 left in the third. 28-13 Illinois. Shepard the back. Quick handoff to him, and he's knocked down hard by JoJo Hayden. Knocked off his feet. He got to the 4 again. And then, boy, Hayden came flying in there, the sophomore from East St. Louis. Shepard checks out. We got 5 new defensemen coming in.
Brian, this is probably 4-down territory for the Blue Devils.
Yep.
Get the ball carrier on the ground. Play solid defense if it's a pass. Get to the passer if you're able to.
Big pass play for 41 yards. Set him up. Castle is in the backfield. Tight into the right. 3rd and goal. At the 4 of Illinois for Duke. Here is Mensa. Fakes a handoff. Rolls right. Looking left. Running right. And he's out of bounds. The Illini usher him out of bounds. He went good plowing into the TV stand. Duke crowd wants a penalty on Kurt Neal, but I don't think he hit him very hard. He just kind of fell into the camera well there.
Yeah, he's a big fella. It's hard to hit the brakes. It takes a little while to slow those 18-wheelers down.
And he lost a couple of yards there. So now it is 4th and goal for Duke at the Illinois 6. Neal goes out. IJ checks out. Duke going for it. Down 28-13 late in the third. Shotgun snap back. Mensa throws in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Duke. Andrell Anthony. Now he just sprinted across there about the K on Duke and caught it on a quick hitter, and Anthony with another touchdown. His 3rd of the year. And it's 28-19. Now you got to go for 2, right? If you're Duke with 4 minutes to go in the third.
Likely.
I think the offense is out there. Andrell Anthony again played at Oklahoma after playing at Michigan. 28-19, so they go forward on 4th down from the 6. They get the touchdown pass. They're going for 2. Here's Duke to get within 7. Snap back. Here is Mensa. Hit as he throws. Lob to the end zone, incomplete. Trying to hit Barcade down there, I do believe, and it's incomplete. And the two-point conversion fails. 28-19 Illinois with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Good pressure there on Mensah. And that's always, do you go for two? You're chasing points.
Yep.
If you don't get it.
I think you do it earlier because you know what you need going forward. Fortunately, the Illini were able to play good defense on that rollout, getting pressure on the quarterback and staying attached on the back end. On that touchdown play, it's just a simple mesh route where you got receivers crossing, and then the outside receiver was able to get inside on Xavier Scott to catch a touchdown on the post. So something you'll work on. They'll get better at it, but fortunately for us, we were able to stop the two-point conversion.
So the Illini lead at 28-19. Some odd numbers today when it comes to scoring and yardage now. 351 for Duke. But again, the glaring stat is the turnovers. 3 fumbles. And Duke does have 9 tackles for loss on defense, but haven't been able to offset the turnovers. Valentine may be able to return this one. He fumbles it at the 5, picks it up to the 10, runs ahead to the 20. Valentine to the 25 and out to the 27-yard line, maybe the 26. That was a little spooky. Somebody's shaken up for the Illini. They were blocking on the return. We'll check that out with 3:53 to go in the third, and Illinois up 28-19. Be Ishmael Canty, who's been coming on, playing on special teams there on the kick return. Looking for a job that checks all the boxes. How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, real work-life balance. Great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today. You joined us late. Illinois fell behind 3-0. They led 7-3 after one quarter. They led at the half 14-13, and then have scored 14 points here in the third quarter. The Illini with a touchdown here in the third on a Hank Beatty 25-yard wildcat run. Justin Bowick a 4-yard reception from Altmaier. Illinois went 11 plays, 75 yards. They had gone 3 and out, but then Duke made the uniform mistake where they had 2 number 8s out there, and Illinois got it back. Went down the field. And what an all-purpose day for Hank Beatty today. He has 7 catches, 108 yards. He's got a rushing touchdown of 25 yards. And, of course, returning punts. And slow to get to his feet is Conte, who's really come on in camp. They really like him.
Yeah, Brian, one of the things he talked about Hank Beatty and how he's been performing these last couple of games. One of the things we were wondering was who was going to replace the production that you lost from Zachary Franklin and Pat Bryant from last year. Hank Beatty seems to be the #1 receiver right now, doing it all, doing things in the punt return game. Today, scoring a rushing touchdown and obviously receiving all of the receiving yards that he's had. He's showing that he can play in these games and is going to be a big-time receiver for the Illini as we progress down the season.
Yeah, it's different kind of player, but the guy at Penn State last year they had that, yeah, could do all of that all the time. Different things. 28-19, Illinois gets it back from their own 26. 2 receivers left, 1 right. So a return to the 26 and then taken off the field was Conte after Valentine's return. Valentine stays in at tailback. First and 10 from the 26. Valentine left to Beatty. There he is. 35-40. Catch and run to the 45. And turn around by Francois. And a big first down. Another Amber Illinois first down all the way up to the 46-yard line to gain 20. Michael Martin.
Another player that I've been watching is Justin Bowick. He does a good job downfield blocking, but he has 3 touchdowns on the year. I believe the record is 10 on the season. Most recently matched by Pat Bryant, also shared with Brandon Wood.
Yep, 28-19. Illinois with a lead, 3:17 to go. A gain of 20 by Hank Beatty on the catch and run. 2 receivers left to 1 right. The Illini have not been able to get the rushing game going, but they do have the touchdown on the run by Beatty out of the Wildcat. From their own 46, there's a handoff to Fagan. They're going to lose yardage for Valentine. And he's tackled by Freeman. Not much there.
Yeah, that's a tough play. He's running right into where they're blitzing at, and unfortunately we were unable to get that edge defender block. Kind of leave Khalil out to try right there on the front play.
Valentine last week, 51 yards, 212 yards a year ago. The Illini 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2 back at their own 44. The Illini go to work here. leading 28-19 after Duke scored a touchdown, failed on the 2 points. Blitz cut, Allmeyer dumps it down to Valentine, turns the corner at the 50, still on his feet, breaks the tackle, 45 of Duke, and out of bounds. Well, he took a shot down there, and spinning like a top. He's all the way to the Duke 44-yard line. They'll move the sticks.
That was what I was talking about. When they're bringing pressure, you can alleviate that by running screen game. Get the ball out to your back in the backfield quickly, allow your lineman to get downfield and pick up a big gain like they did right there.
Got an injured Duke Blue Devil here, slow to his feet. And that looks like Amari Robinson. Valentine, by the way, big high school career in California, 42 touchdowns. He had 3,200 rushing yards as a high school tailback. Came in, he's been kind of third on the depth chart behind Fagan and Lawfrey, but a little swing pass got him open there, and he rambles ahead for 12 yards. First down, Illinois. Another Illinois first down. They line have 18 first downs. Time of possession, they have it plus 6 minutes over Duke. Duke with 3 fumbles today that have been costly. The team's combined for 12 penalties. A little cleaner, though, in the third for the most part. Fagan in the back. First and 10, 44 of Duke. Fagan gets ball. Running right, push down hard. At the 41, he got 3 before Morris Jr. got him. We've called his name a lot.
Yeah, Nick Morris has had a lot of tackles today. You're running a gap scheme, which means the guys on the right side, right guard, right tackle, are blocking left. The left guard and left tackle are pulling right. We're not getting to the middle linebacker, and that's why Nick Morris has all these tackles today, because he's been unblocked. And it's easy to play football as a linebacker when you're not blocked.
Second time you said that today. Yeah. Pistol look, Allmeyer back to pass. Throws left, got a man, Bowick. 25-20 and a first down on a quick hitter left. And then Bowick sprints to the middle of the field. Callahan, the cornerback, got him. But another gain down to the 20 as the Illini pick up nearly 20 more yards there. Bowick having a big day. Beatty over 100 yards, 128. Bowick with a touchdown catch today. Number 0. 1:04 to go in the third. Illinois leads it 28-19 here in Durham. So they've answered when Duke was inching back into it. To Valentine, and a pitch to Valentine. He runs it right inside the 20. Down to about the 17. He got 3. Kendall Johnson, the linebacker on this stop. We mentioned Morris. He got 7 tackles today, the transfer from Texas. On the Duke defense. 30 seconds for the third. The Illini with the wind on the grass in the heat. Working right to left in the Carl red zone again now, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini. Illini only trailed once, 3-0 early, had a slim 1-point lead at half. 2nd and 7 at the Duke 17. Fagan in the backfield. And a fake to Fagan, rolling right. Allmeyer pumps, carries, and angled out of bounds, close to the first down. He needed a 10. May have gone out about the 12. Which will make it
at the end of the third quarter. Time out on the field.
And that'll do it for the third. 28-19. Illinois leads here in Duke, trying to go to 2-0. As we go to the fourth on the UC Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college protection, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a most comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit ChooseCarlHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CarleHealth.org.
All right, we hit 3 o'clock Eastern time here in very warm Durham, North Carolina. The Illini lead it 28-19. As we go to the fourth quarter, let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliates, all 60 plus of them, to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID on Illinois Football from Learfield. The Illini with the lead here, 28-19. For the Duke Blue Devils with 15 minutes to go. The Illini have been kind of outgunned, especially in the running game. They only have 37 rushing yards, but on the flip side, Duke only has 57 on the ground. First downs, Illinois 19-17. Turnovers the key stat. 3 fumbles for Duke. 1 hunt, 1 on catch and run. The Illini able to get it. 1 on the quarterback. Atkins with a strip sack and a fumble recovery. And the Illini with the lead here, 28-19. Some other scores. Iowa and Iowa State deadlocked at 13. That game is in 4th. Indiana leading Kennesaw State 49-9. Minnesota 66, Northwestern State nothing. Kansas State shutting out FIU, Florida International 27-0. Miami of Ohio at Rutgers, Oklahoma State at Oregon. Middle Tennessee State at Wisconsin, Michigan and Oklahoma, Akron at Nebraska, Georgia Southern at USC, Boston College at Michigan State later, Southern Illinois, Purdue, UCLA at UNLV, and UC Davis at Washington. Those the other games. Busy day here in early September. All right, the Illini here facing a 3rd and 2 at the 12-yard line. Blue Devils. And the Duke crowd trying to help, I guess, what's still there, I guess. We'll see a lot of them here. But 3rd and 2 at the 12 of Duke as we go left to right to start the 4th. Fagan to the left of Altmaier gets the inside handoff, trying to get 2 yards. I think he got 1 to the 11. Fagan, the touchdown earlier today that got Illinois on the board. It's the 2nd touchdown since the Central Michigan game last year, which was hurt. And the Illini, I think, face a 4th and 1 here.
Yeah, interesting call, not going for the field goal, going to actually go for it, passing up the opportunity to put points on the board.
28-19, Illinois leads it. They're going to go for it on 4th and 2. They get no gain on the carry. Fagan the back, pistol look. Going for it again on 4th down. Altmaier now as he gets ready to pass, flags all over the field.
A lot of people moving up there. Looked like the defense jumped offside before the ball was snapped.
That's what Illinois is claiming. And then Luke Altmaier's pumping his fist.
Ball start. Offense, number 58, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Michael Martin.
Well, I was going to say situationally, you're up by 2 scores, being up by 9. It's just a matter of what kind of scores you get. If you get a field goal here, you're still up by 2 scores, but they need 2 touchdowns. Just might as well take a chance, go up by 3 scores. If you get a field goal here, 2 scores, first field goal of the day, should be able to chip it in.
Wiped out by the penalty, though, on the false starts. Now they're going to go kick a field goal. And Olano will try to hit it from 35 to give Illinois a 31-19 lead. Snap back, Crimmins hold, kick on the way, and the kick is good. And the Illini lead it 31-19 with 14:04 to go in the ball game. And Olano 17 of 20. year ago. 12 of 12 last year from 20 to 40 yards. He had one blocked against Western Illinois last week, but drills it through cleanly there, and the Illini have scored 17 in this half and lead 31-19.
Great job scoring points. This is a big drive for the defense. Duke has done a great job all day long of getting good yards on first down. If you put them in second and long, third and long, see how they're able to manage those situations. We haven't seen it that much because first down has been really good for the Duke Blue Devils all day long.
Well, the Illini 4 of 11 on third down. They're 2 of 2 on fourth down. David Olano will tee it up for the Illini from left to right here, with Illinois now up 31-19. Want to mention again, if you'd like to sync us up to your TV in the comfort of your own home, go to syncmygame.com. Syncmygame.com. Olano to tee it up, kick it off from the tee there, and he boots it to the end zone, and Duke will start 1st and 10 at the 25. By the way, Illini Nation listening in a lot of different places. Appreciate everybody being there and around the world. Moments, they say it's 65 degrees there. Germantown Hills, Illinois. WDAN in Danville. Check in with us there. Listening from a pool in the Dominican Republic on our honeymoon. How about that?
Not bad.
Hey, Illini up 31-19. It's about as warm here as it is there, I would imagine. 97-degree temperatures. 1st and 10. 25. Mensa gives it to his tailback, Anderson Castle, and he plows ahead to the 27. He gets a couple of yards. Illini just need to hold on to the lead here. Of course, they had, 52 points last week. They've scored 31. It hasn't always been easy. It hasn't always been clean. But they do have the 12-point lead. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Castle in the backfield. Fake to him. Mensa, plenty of time. Now he lobs it to the right. Caught over there across the way by Landon King, and he's caught at the 31-yard line, so a gain of 3. Good coverage downfield. Mensa for the day, 20 of 29. Pretty good percentage, 294. 2 touchdowns. High crowd, which is pretty big over there across the way. Getting into it here on 3rd down and 4. Trying to help out across the way. On their own 31. Mensa back pass. Pressure comes. Throws over the middle. Look out. Caught 30. Running left 35. 40. That is Parkade. The graduate transfer, and he's out of bounds. Chased out of there by Miles Scott, but not before he gets a huge first down. And all the way up to the Duke 48-yard line. So a gain of 17 on the crosser over the middle on 3rd down.
Yeah, mesh concept by the Duke Blue Devils. Whenever you're playing a lot of man and you can get those receivers to run left to right and right to left, your goal is to try to get the DBs to run into one another. That's exactly what happened for the Illini. That defensive play, you pop a receiver wide open on the other side for the game.
Subbing out a couple of players here again, and now Duke goes to work from their own 48, trailing by 12. Back to passes, Mensa. Nobody open. Being chased by Thompson. Rolls right and now cuts back upfield, and he slides across the 50 to the Illinois 49. He ran a long way there. Leon Lowry finally caught up to him. Chased by a couple of Badgers there. How about that? Former Badgers. 11:56 left in the game. 31-19 Illinois. Trying to get to 2-0. Go 2-1 all time in the series. Last played in 1965. Jim Grabowski. A great year that year. 2nd and 7 from the Illinois 49. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Mensa steps up. Throws it right. Caught at the 40. First down. Barkade is free. 30. Bailey shoves him out of bounds. Inside the Illinois 30-yard line. You can see why Barkade's pretty highly regarded. 5 catches last week, over 100 yards, and he's starting to move up the chart. Had 88 before that one.
Yeah, Illinois had Lowry was back there pretty much unblocked. You got to come to balance and not miss the quarterback on that play and get him on the ground. You're an unblocked defender. You got to make that tackle.
3 receivers right from the 29 of Illinois. And a quick hitter right goes incomplete. Trying to hit Jaden Moore. His brother, Jordan Moore, was one of the top 2 receivers Duke had a year ago that they lost. 31-19 Illinois. They've led 7-3, led 14-13 at half. Holding the lead here. Duke tried to cut it to 1 possession with a touchdown and a 2, but they failed on the 2-point conversion. 2nd and 10 at the Illinois 29. With 11:09 to go in the game. Here's Mensa, turns, rolls left, lob, down left sideline, intercepted. Tanner Heckle's got it with the pick at the 12-yard line. How about that? The young man who played 8-man football in Kansas just picked off a pass.
Timeout on the field.
And that is another Blue Devil turnover. What a great job. We'll take a break. We'll talk about it when we come back. Turnover Duke, the interception by Heckle. 10:59 to go in the game. Illinois 31, Duke 19 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council. And the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
(31-19) Illinois here in the heat in Durham in front of a crowd of 23,893, and a lot of them wearing orange. I would say at least half, maybe, in those blue seats across the way. Really hot down on the field. Air temperature is about 90. It's about 97 on the field. And with the grass down there, and the Illinois defense, it's interesting, Kerry, have given up nearly 400 yards of offense, but the big stat is all the turnovers.
Yeah, not ideal in terms of, playing the pass and playing the run. They've given up some big plays, but they're kind of in a bend but don't break mindset. They've done a great job of recovering when they do give up big plays and getting the ball out and getting the ball back to the offense.
Farm Bureau advantage, Illinois Farm Bureau advantage is 12, 31-19 Illinois with under 11 minutes to go in the game. And here is Altmaier from near his own 10, throws to the right, trying to hit Malik Elzy with a tough catch. Across the 20 up to the 22-yard line, a gain of 11. Good to see Malik Elzy from Chicago's Simeon with the catch. Michael Martin, quick update.
Let's see if they look at this. It was a pretty low catch. He seemed to do a really good job of getting his hands underneath the ball before it hit the ground, but we'll see if they call it up. Looks like it's standing for now.
All right. No review yet. We've had a few of those today. We've had a little bit of everything today. Why not get an Ameren Illinois first down? 1st and 10 at their own 22, leading 31-19. Altmaier today, 20 of 29 for 284. 2 touchdowns. And he'll give it to Fagan. Up the middle he goes. And there's that. Yeah, it is Fagan on the carry and across the 25 up near the 29. Deshaun Stone got him. And now we got an Illini slow to get up. May start seeing some cramping here at some point.
That's what that looks like.
He's raising his leg up and down there as he's laying flat on his back. And that is Tanner Arkin, one of the captains down there. Illini number 11 in the country here, trying to get a power 4. I guess it's 4 or 5. 4 now.
Yeah, 4 now. Who can keep up?
Yeah, but trying to get a power 4 win, non-conference on the road. Last time that happened in the Rose Bowl year, they won at Syracuse. Won big as they attend to Tanner Arkin here, 31-19. For game day and every day, download the new and improved Fighting Illini mobile app. Manage your tickets, follow your favorite teams, receive special offers straight to your phone. Download for Android or Apple today.
This is a huge day for the Illini, but it also is a huge day for you. Congratulations to you and your bride on your anniversary today, you and Miss Leanne. Happy anniversary, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. Very happy.
How many years?
12 now.
12. Awesome. Yeah. That is amazing.
And appreciate that very much.
Indeed.
10:03 left here in the ball game. The Illini lead it 31-19. 2nd and 3 from their own 29. Jordan Anderson in motion. Single back set. That is Fagan. He goes from left to right. Gets the handoff, running diagonally, trying to turn the corner. Sheds a tackle 35. And out near the 40-yard line. Good run by Caden Fagan. And they got all the way up about 11 yards on that. Josiah Green on the tackle. Good stiff arm up there by Caden Fagan.
Good run by Caden. What I talked about earlier, what Duke was doing, trying to wear down the Illini defense, it feels like the Illini are starting to do that to the Duke defense. Late in the game, you talked about players cramping up. You're getting a little bit more fatigued. You've been running around for 3.5 hours. You start running on them and leaning on them. Those guys tend to snap at some point, and that defense tends to break.
9:11 to go in the game. Illinois with the lead, 31-19. Fagan in the backfield. Illini finally up over 50 yards rushing.
Charge timeout, Illinois, their first of the half.
Yep,
this is
timeout.
a 30-second timeout.
Timeout, Illinois, 30 seconds. They say 30 seconds. Although the guy with the sign with the red hat is out there, so we'll break.
What?
We'll take their word for it, right? We're checking.
Ref is asking us. We don't know either.
This is a full media timeout.
Okay, thank you. All right, appreciate that. 9:04 to go in the game. Illinois 31, Duke 19. Here in Durham on the BC Bank Illini Sports Network from Riverview.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring
field goal, he hit 2 of them in the first half. Illinois trailed 3-0, went up 7-3, 7-6, 14-6 on a Cole Russ catch with 5 minutes to go in the half. Andrell Anthony with a 5-yard catch from Darian Mensah made it 14-13. Bowick with a 4-yard catch early in the third quarter when Illinois got a 5-yard penalty on Duke because they had 2 of the same numbers on the special teams. The Illini went down and scored. Capped an 11-play drive. Hank Beatty then in a Wildcat formation, 25-yard touchdown, and then Andrell Anthony's 6-yard reception from Mensah made it 28-19. And then 31-19 on the David Alano field goal. 9:04 left in the game. And let's go to Michael Martin.
Looks like Tanner Arkin has worked through his cramp and has returned to the starting lineup. He's out on the field right now.
All right, very good. Thank you. And those big guys up front still working down there. Priestley and Henderson and Kreutz and Geske and J.C. Davis. 9:04 left in the game. 31-19 Illinois. They're 1st and 10. Just shy of their own 40, left to right. And here is the handoff. We're going to pound away here for a little bit with Fagan, who's carried it now for the 13th time, has 1 touchdown. He's got 36 yards. And didn't get a whole lot there, but he did get 2 to the 41 before David Anderson got him, the nose tackle. 6'4", 290 out of Hampton, L.A., Louisiana. Duke has only rushed it for 63 yards. Duke approaching 400 yards of offense. Illinois at 339. 8:30 to go in the game. Illinois just trying to chew up as much clock as they can. Snap back to Altmaier. Looks right, throws right. Elzy with a sliding catch at midfield to the Duke 49, and that's good for an Ameren, Illinois first down for the Fighting Illini. Elzy with another catch.
Good job by Luke Altmaier and Elzy on the pitch and catch, inside slant route, getting the ball, getting down, not taking a big hit. Looked like he double caught it, but he did catch it.
So Fagan with a rush of 1, and then the pass, Altmaier to Elzy for 10 yards. Illinois with another first down. Gives them 22 in this game. Altmaier with Fagan to his left, a pound away here, I would think. And here goes Fagan running right, left, up the middle, falls ahead to the Duke 46-yard line almost. Gain of about 4. 31-19 is the Illinois lead. The only time they trailed early was 3-0. Deshaun Stone was stopping. Now we may have another cramp here. Melvin Priestley is down. I think the crowd's too hot to do much other than kind of sit there and watch this as we work our way through the fourth quarter. 7:37 left in the game. Hey, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets. You can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this year, whether you're buying or selling football tickets. SeatGeek, the place to do it. The official ticketing partner of the Fighting Illini. Priestley gets to his seat. Greg Gilman Show presented by Surfside, airing on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from the Smith Center. Visit FightingIllini.com. Subscribe to the Inside Fighting Illini podcast to listen to the Coach Bielema archives. It's not a seltzer. It's a Surfside. The beach is here, though. A lot of trees. Pretty Duke campus. Illini lost the last time they were here in 1958, 15-13. They had started the season before lost UCLA on September 27th on the season opener. At the end of September. They used to start a lot later. 7:24 to go. The Illini trying to just grind this out here. Valentine is in. Deep pitch to number 5. Trying to turn the corner. 45-40. Left sideline out of bounds. Khalil Valentine with a first down for the Illini. From the 46 all the way down to the 35. Chris Weaver knocked him out of bounds. And what you're talking about, just lean on him with Fagan and then boom, hit Valentine.
Yeah, and you start to see the defense wearing down. It's a long game for those big boys up front as well. So you keep running the ball at them, and then you finally get a chance to pop one on the outside. The defense does not like when you continue to get rushing yards. It wears on you. It tires you down. Offensive linemen love it because they know they can go forward. They can put more weight on their hands, and they can go forward and drive you. Defensive linemen hate it.
Illini have chewed up about 3 minutes here. 6:37 left in the game. 31-19 Illinois. Fagan back in. 255-pounder carries it for a yard to the 34 from the 35 of Duke. You've heard about like 2-minute drives or 4-minute drives. This is like just past the 8-minute mark when they started this. And they're just kind of pounding it down the field.
Chew up the clock.
Clock is your friend right now. 6:08 to go in the game. In front of a big Illini showing today. Usually it's a lot of family members or supporters of the program or whatever. It is a whole bunch of folks over there. 5:54 left. 31-19 Illinois. This is the 9th play of this drive. And a fake handoff. Altmaier running left. He's free. free. 25-20. Left sideline 15 and all the way down to the 10-yard line for Luke Altmaier with the quarterback keeper, and he waves both arms to the Illini fans across the way.
That was the look I've been talking about. The defensive lineman, the defensive end keeps chasing down that running back. At some point, quarterback is going to have to keep it, and he's going to have a big run, and you saw it right there. Good job by Luke Altmaier. Good job by Barry Looney making that call.
And he saw the crowd up there, and they're chanting, or they're saying Luke as he goes back to the huddle. Altmaier with another rush there. Of course, he's been sacked 4 times today. 10 tackles for loss. The Illini in the Carl red zone. And they're at the 9 of Duke on the nice run by Altmaier, as he kept it that time as they came crashing down. Give to Fagan, powers his way inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line, and a gain of 6 for big number 3.
And Brian, you know I love the running game. I love watching teams run the football. I say this all the time. There's a point in the game when you run the ball well enough where you can see a defense break. They've had enough. They don't want to continue to battle up front, and they will allow you to do whatever you want to do. I think we are approaching that point. I'll know if we run this ball into the end zone. We'll know if that defense for the Duke Blue Devils has decided to break.
This will be the 11th play of this drive that started after the Heckle interception at their own 11. From left to right, Fagan in the backfield. Illinois 2nd and goal at the Duke 2, leading 31-19. This time they give it up the middle. Fagan tumbles ahead, head first into the pile at about the 1.
Charge timeout. Duke, they're first.
And Duke's going to take
it's
a
full
timeout here. And we will take a break with 4:17 left in the game. The Illini trying to grind up the Blue Devils here and go to 2-0, leading by 12, 31-19, 4:17 left in the fourth. UC Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
What's one way to enjoy Illini football? From a great seat. One that's yellow, comfortable, and lets you handle the tough yardage. So pop in your earbuds, put the game on, and take your seat on a new John Deere from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
Jobs in every field, great salaries, flexible hours, and top-tier benefits. All from a state job? Yes, really. Really great careers. Visit work.illinois.gov.
Trabajos en cada profesión, excelentes salarios, horarios flexibles y beneficios de primer nivel. ¿Todo eso en un trabajo estatal? ¿De veras? De verdad. Encuentra carreras verdaderamente geniales. Visita work.illinois.gov.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
Well, there's a lot to like in this game. There's some probably not as pretty, but the Illini, by the way, at halftime, the Illini, as we rejoin you here, the Illini Illinois Farm Bureau advantage 31-19, 4:17 left. The Illini in the fourth quarter, 3rd and goal at the 2. The Illini had -5 rushing yards at half. They now are over 100.
Yeah, leaning on this Duke Blue Devils defense again. This drive's not over. You do want to punch this one in, finish it off with a touchdown, not 3 like you had to on the last drive. Luke Altmaier, again, had an opportunity to pull it and run around the edge if he wanted to. But I think they might use the sledgehammer, Caden Fagan, to punch this ball in and hopefully seal the game.
Well, they're up 12, 31-19. Illini have rushed now for 103. They have 397 yards. They finally caught Duke total yardage. Each team at 397, and they've just been leaning on them here with Fagan, a little mixture of Altmaier running. You had a throw to Elzy in there. This will be the 12th play of this drive. Started at their own 11. They're at the Duke 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. Valentine is in. Now he lines up to the right. They've got a diamond formation over there. 31-19 Illinois trying to finish off the Blue Devils. They send Valentine in motion. Altmaier throws right to Dixon. He's open at the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown Illinois, and that should do it. 4:14 left. And whatever Duke fans are still left, they're going to probably start heading for the parking lot now because the Illini lead it 37-19. With 4:14 to go, Dixon with a touchdown.
That is
and the Illini fans on their feet across the way.
Just an outstanding play call. The personnel made Duke match up and they were in the wrong defense, the wrong personnel for what the Illini were going to run. The defense is going to match up to what you have showing personnel-wise. The Illini brought out 2 tight ends, a bunch of linemen, and 1 receiver and 1 running back. You're expecting them to run the ball, so they bring out the matchup for that. A bunch of defensive linemen. You line up in a diamond formation. You don't even have enough people lined up out there to cover those receivers or those tight ends, and you pop it to Colin Dixon for a touchdown.
Lano with a kickoff with 4:14 left, and he'll kick it into the end zone again. That's been pretty steady all day. Altmaier today, 22 for 31, 296 yards and 3 more touchdowns. That's 6 for the year. And he continues to kind of move up the chart on the Illini quarterback touchdown list. Mensa, 23 for 34, 334, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Tanner Heckel's interception set up that drive that went 12 plays, 89 yards, and chewed up nearly 7 minutes. And the Illini grind it out. They lead at 38-19 with 4:14 to go. Mensa is in the gun. Shepard is the City Network app. Search for College Football Blitz to keep the excitement going. 45-19 Illinois, 3:58 left, and we got a new quarterback. Beelin is in, and the handoff is faked, and he's running left, and he's up to the 35-40, and down he goes. Michael Martin.
I just want to point out on the extra point, David Alano did doink it off the upright, but as you may recall, what I said pregame, the bank is always open.
That's right. Beelin is the quarterback. Takes over for Mensa, who will finish 23 of 30. Who will finish 23 of 34, 334 yards and 2 touchdown passes. Handoff to Shepard, coming around the right end, slips a tackle on Cox, bangs into another Illini across the way at the 45. After the nice run by the quarterback a moment ago, 3:17 left. And despite Altmaier getting sacked 4 times and 10 tackles for loss, again, the glaring number is the 5 turnovers for Duke, 4 fumbles. 45-19 Illinois. The Illini over 400 yards of offense, 126 finally on the ground. And they basically, as Kerry Davis said, just wore them down.
Yeah.
Here is Baleen throwing to the left, and it's caught. Quayshawn Brown with a nice catch at the Illinois 40. Kanena Odeluga over there to make sure he's down, and Miles Scott Heckel in there on the tackle again for the Illini defense.
Yeah, defense needs to understand the game is not over till it's all zeros on the clock. Keep playing, get after the quarterback if you can, and stay sound on the back end.
Beelan back to pass, gain of 17 on that pass play, all kinds of time. Throwing deep left to the corner of the end zone near the pylon, incomplete. Trying to hit Anthony, incomplete. Anthony with a couple of touchdown catches today and 5 catches for 58. Cooper Barkate 4 catches for 88. And the Illini trailed early 3-0, but it was close at half, 14-13, but the Illini just kind of wore them down. And Duke was their own worst enemy at times today.
Yeah, 5 turnovers generally is going to lead to a troubled game for you if you can't protect the ball, which they were unable to do today.
Here's the quarterback, dumps it over the middle, caught by Peyton Jones, the backup tailback. He snowed under at the Illinois 31, so he gets 6. We approach the 2-minute timeout. Conte, who was shaken up earlier on the stop for the Illinois defense, with Illinois up 45-19.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And we've hit the 2-minute timeout here in Durham. Illinois will lead it, and they're going to win this one. They're up 45-19 over Duke. 2 minutes left on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
4.5 months. That's your growing season. It may be short, but the work, it's year-round. The planning for next year starts right after you leave the field this year. Studying, evaluating, evolving your playbook. Start with the resources at fieldadvisor.org. Data-driven recommendations for every region of Illinois. Every stage of the growing season, bring out your best. Visit fieldadvisor.org and subscribe. Funded by the Illinois Soybean Checkoff.
Well, the Illini trying to get their 6th straight win going back to last year. That's tied for the most in the country by the days in Ohio State, I think, is the other one with all the winning streak. This is the 3rd straight road game, scoring 38 points or more at Rutgers. Pat Bryant sprinted to the end zone, at Wrigley against Northwestern, and today. And Justin Bowick, now with his 3rd touchdown catch of the year. He caught one earlier. Cole Russ caught his first touchdown earlier today. And then the Illini just kind of ground and pound there on that last drive. 89 yards on the drive to punch it in, and then they recover a fumble. Their 5th turnover of the day forced by the defense. And just looking here at the defensive stats here. Tackle-wise, Matt Bailey 6 tackles. Miles Scott 6 tackles today. Dylan Rosiak 6. The Illini again with 5 quarterback hurries. They've had 3 forced fumbles. Again, 4 fumbles overall for Duke. Caleb Weaver, their leading tackler, with 9 today. And the Illini with the lead here, 45-19. It's the Illinois Farm Bureau advantage over Duke tonight. Illinois next plays Western Michigan next week in Champaign. They're playing North Texas today. They lost their first game at Michigan State. Did Western Michigan, the Broncos. All right, Duke goes to work. 3rd and 5 as we come out of the 2-minute timeout here in the 4th quarter. 45-19 Illinois from the Illinois 32. Quarterback throwing deep right to the end zone. Incomplete. Ball was uncatchable. Crowd wants a flag. The crowd that's left.
I was going to say, if it was more people here, they would have been groaning a little bit louder.
Now we got another Illini shaken up down there in the end zone on the long pass play.
Yeah, I officially think there are more Illini fans here now.
I think so.
Than there are Duke fans.
It was close anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Beelan kind of airing that one out. The shaken up Illini is Tanner Heckel, who was back on the coverage there on the intended receiver. The Illini are going to go to 2-0 here with an impressive road win. National TV audience, and moved up to number 11 last week after the win over Western Illinois. And again, not a perfect game, certainly. Some things to clean up, but they finally kind of, as you mentioned, Gary, Altmaier started to figure out the defense.
Yeah.
And then over time, of course, they used the Wildcat, little trickery there from Barry Lunny, and then just kind of leaned on them in the last fourth quarter.
I think it started to slow down for Luke Altmaier a little bit. In the beginning, they had a lot of people lined up in front of him. He was unable to tell if it was going to be zone or if it was going to be blitz or man-to-man. He was able to start to decipher what was happening to him and slowed down the game and picked up his process a little bit quicker and was able to start picking them apart downfield. He's right now at 296 yards and 3 touchdowns. Had a great game thus far. I'm sure he's done passing the ball for the day, but has had a great game. And then the running game started to take over late in that fourth quarter. You saw that entire drive, 11-12 play drive of running the ball down the throats of Duke, which leans on you and wears on you at some point.
Fourth down play, 4th and 5 from the Illinois 32. Beelan being chased, hit as he throws, lobs down to the right corner of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to hit Chase Tyler. And that will give Illinois the football on downs with 1:45 to go, and they can run this thing out here in Durham and go take an ice bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Find some AC. Sit down for a minute.
This week's Prairie Farm Scholar Athlete of the Week, Hank Beatty, 133 punt return yards, broke Red Grange's 102 single game school record. Set back in 1923, Big Ten Special Teams Player of the Week. Sport Illinois Dairy Farmers. Prairie Farmers proud to recognize outstanding student athletes. Drink local with Prairie Farms. 1:45 left. Illinois 45, Duke 19. It was not as easy as it sounds. And Ethan Hampton is in to just basically take a knee here and down it. He will at his own 32-yard line. The clock will continue to move. About the only folks left in here are wearing orange across the way. Duke students have left. I don't know if